Happy New Year, everybody. It's your boy, twitch.tv/ProPokeNoob, coming back with a comeback stream 12 hours after my ban from Avatar The Last Air. No, I'm kidding. That's old news and still stupid. Hello! Happy New Year! How are you? You can hear that I'm a lot better now. A lot better. Not 100%. Still have burning lungs. Still not great. Suwako, thank you very much for the 35-month resubscription. And continue to be a fellow nooblet. I am dropping frames. Oh my god, we got 0 going? What the fuck? Whoa. Whoa, what? Okay, yeah, we're good. Alright, yeah, this is why this is a test stream. Hero, it's good to see you, man, in the flesh. Let me just, Ooh, there I go. Okay. So, it's not perfect, as you can see. There's one Christmas gift that I didn't talk about before the end of 2021. My parents bought me a green screen for Christmas. It still needs cleaning up. It's not anywhere near it. It's just the person who was going to help me is currently becoming a cyborg. Gamma got shoulder surgery, so he's going to help me when we come back to it. PokeNoob, good to see you, man. Happy New Year. They just fell through the floor. Yeah, I don't know. That was strange. Our internet's been acting up. Also, we're supposed to get 20 centimeters of snow, so that's, you know, something we have to be concerned with. I'm not going to keep this green screen out the whole time. As you can see, the camera's not perfect, but it's good to see you guys. Yes, COVID has been defeated. I have officially canceled COVID. I haven't. It still hurts, but got my booster shot as well. That also royally kicked my ass. Weird. Not yet, though. It happens tomorrow, which is weird because we are going to be streaming tomorrow. This stream is very straightforward. I just want to check some things. We might play a couple hours Unite and just talk about what's going to be going on, show you some of the things that are going to be happening with the stream going forward. As obviously, let me just pull away the curtain literally. This is one of the biggest things that's happening on the channel. We're going to try and make it work as best as possible. As you can see, I can't really do it perfectly, simply because the cloth is not very good. On top of that, my cat has been, you can't see it, has been going to work all over with scratches. So there is a chance that we just stop doing green screen one day because Milo decided that I don't need green screen. Frankly, I don't. But it was a super nice gift. That was, I actually, it was completely unexpected for me. I didn't think my parents would think of that of all things. Yeah, you can see a little crackling here. That's okay. The lighting's off. Gamma's going to help me with that when the man is saving the Justice League from its own brand. Let's put it that way. 1 liter jug of water. Love water. That's a new thing, too. A lot of things changed. Not changed, but... I already ran out of breath. Wow, that was too strong of a start. Still not there. I was kind of sad, too, because I wanted to... For 7 years on Twitch, because that's this Thursday, by the way, is my 7-year stream anniversary. Officially 11 years of content creation. Starting back in 2011 on YouTube, December 23rd or 7th. I forget. Thank you, PokeNoob. Oh, I mean, yeah, you'll still get COVID, but the symptoms will be a lot less. It's not going to destroy it. It will mitigate it quite a bit. Like I was saying on New Year's Eve, I'm really glad that I was double vaxxed, because if that's what hit me, a very healthy individual who's a hermit and takes care of himself as best he possibly can, and that's how bad the Omicron, the baby tickling one, does to me, I can't imagine somebody who got the same strain as me and were not protected. Bulletproof vests don't fully protect you from bullets after a while. It only does so much. You point a frickin' revolving machine gun at it, you're gonna get gatted down. So I'm very glad that I am now triple vaxxed. I will take every vaccine. I think this year will be the year I start getting flu shots as well. I just never got them. I just never saw a point in getting the flu shot. But I think now that, well, something else I'm going to be talking about, I'm working with a lot more students now. I think now that I always understood the effectiveness of vaccines, but I think it's time, especially since talking about having a family and stuff like that, which is not happening anytime soon, but just talking with my girlfriend. We both kind of, I'm Danny Phantom. Talking with my girlfriend, we both kind of came to the conclusion, you know what? This might just be a good time to start getting the flu shot. It's not that bad. Yeah, I just never got it. I'm not worried about the symptoms. I mean, at this point, I've gotten enough shots to make me feel like I've been sacked in the nuts when I played soccer every year. So, frankly, if I'm going to feel sick for a day but feel a lot safer. I mean, either way, I still am super pensive and super safe around illness, like preventative measures and cleaning and stuff like this. So, I haven't had the flu in over 20 years. So... I'm not superstitious. I'm just paranoid. But I haven't been sick. But then again, I got bronchitis for the first time when I was 28, and that was shite. And then again at 29, so I'm like, well, this is even shiter. So let's just objectively look at the world, and let's protect ourselves with something that's easy and free. The Backstreet Boys reunion tour. I don't know what that means. Is that the way you explain explain illnesses too? Oh, that's fair, Hero. Yeah, that's fair. I had it once. As a kid, I got a lot of ear infections, oddly enough, which is part of the reason why I had to go to the hospital for the ear pain, I guess. I don't know, my canal just needed a shot of steroids or a pill of steroids. But I got the flu a couple of times. I have a huge fear of puking. Like, I would much rather have non-stop flow out of every orifice except my mouth. Right? Like, I know. Welcome back to Hey, guys. Welcome to the first stream of 2022. Let's talk about Noob becoming Niagara Falls out of all ends. But, admittedly, I have a huge fear of puking. So, anytime that I've gotten sick where I felt nauseous, like when I've had botulism a few times in my life, and not even my fault, it was caterers or other people who cook worse than me somehow, which is impressive. I hate that feeling. It feels gross. I don't feel like, you know, most people feel fine, or like just horf it up, you'll feel better after. I'm like, no, I feel worse. I feel way, way, way worse. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. They're talking about the airport rush, of course. You gotta install security into your pizza place so that those damn pepperonis don't escape the box, if you know what I mean. Keep the pepperoni on the pepperoni pizza in the box. But yes, it does feel good to be back. Hero 900 worships. Sir, I'm gonna need a name or trainer class. First one of 2022. So let's walk you around a little bit of the tour. You got the green screen here. Again, it's not perfect. We're just gonna leave it on here. So I think first of all, I'd like to talk about my break. My break was very, very nice. HDQ. I'll talk about it a bit. First week, I just took a lot of time off. I actually did some good stream work that I'm going to introduce you guys to today. I sat down. Brown Noser, I'm in. GDQ, the Cancer Prevention, Prevent Cancer Foundation, charity. Yeah, any game, it's AGDQ. Yeah. It's probably one of the largest. It's not the largest, I don't think, or is it the largest? It's the largest speedrunning charity event, I think. Like, ESA comes nowhere near it at all. But I think GDQ, Games Done Quick, that organization of people are the largest speedrunning that I know of. At the very least. But I took a lot of time to recover, as well as to do some job searching with success. I am officially a supply teacher. I got the job. Not just for one school. So the emergency supply, they assigned me to one school, but a second school board picked me up, and they actually, the Catholic school board in my area picked me up, which is great because that means it's on the bus line, and like the furthest that the schools are about 30-40 minutes away. So I got a supply teaching position, which means the schedule for the stream is going to be extremely rampant. I highly suspect when they say you may or may not get work, the answer is I'm going to get a lot of work, because a lot of teachers right now, for those who don't know Canadian politics or health updates, we're not doing too well right now. And a lot of educational staff are afraid, rightfully so, including myself. It is not a good case right now. Kids are going back to school tomorrow, despite the fact lockdown is not done. I'm not worried about Trudeau. Trudeau's doing a fine job. I'm more worried about Mr. Ford shit over there. I'm worried about my premier. Ford's fine. Or, sorry, Trudeau's fine. Ford's an asshole. He's an idiot. His Ministry of Education is also an idiot. Our health ministers are doing their best, but it's the Ford administration that's doing things wrong. Trudeau has been given a very tough task, and while I don't necessarily think that he is a great prime minister, he is, one, better than everybody else, which is the point of a democracy and voting, but two, he has been tasked with something that he could have approached with leaving people to suffer, and he's doing his best. So, you know, while I don't like he has more bark than bite, I do appreciate him taking his approaches and trying to get something done. You know, we can all give our own opinions of our own leaders, but simultaneously, I can respect him for trying. You know what, he's trying. I don't know what else we can say, and what he can do to make things better. So, I'm more concerned about my premier, who is currently literally sending kids back to school, is not doing testing anymore. So if you're sick in school, by the way, they don't report that anymore. They used to, and they would isolate your class. Now, not only will they mix classes if they're low on numbers of staff or students, they will also stop reporting kids' cases in schools. Seemingly because they want to make the numbers look lesser, so they can legitimize ending lockdown, despite the fact that lockdown going until the 26th most likely will be extended further, but the kids will be at the forefront as well as educational people. We will all be suffering. So, that's a Ford thing, not a Trudeau thing. That's a dumbass thing, not our leader. So, either way, but the point is, I did get the job. I've talked about it many, many times. All I'm going to say is that money will be going towards streaming. It will be going towards getting a lot of stuff done. Broken and I have also been doing... Yeah, exactly. Broken and I have been talking a lot over these 2 weeks. Broken has put in a lot of work. If you have not taken a look at this link, maybe you should. Instagram, Twitter is going to get a lot of attention, but the big one is TikTok. Yes. I will be on TikTok. Also, Tim, good to see you, man. Happy New Year. I don't know if it's the first time we talked since New Year's, officially. But yeah. Yeah. Let's put it this way, chat. I'll get that story in a bit, PokeNoob. I got a lot to talk about, actually. Like, a lot. The reality is, this will never be... Oh, no. They're Twitch clips. They're just quick Twitch clips, hero. And then my other thing called obligatory TikTok content fillers. That's going to be a series I'm going to do, which is literally going to be me doing the most monotone, stupid shit in the universe. Easy content. I mean, I've observed YouTube, or I've observed TikTok for the past month and a half, and I'm going to tell you right now, based on my research, empirical evidence, and all of the muster of strength that I could do to stay staring at that screen, I would get sucked in, but mainly because I was trying to understand what type of content people were doing, and my conclusion, based on my years of experience, I have built 7 years of experience as an online content creator and influencer, is TikTok is a motherfucking dumpster fire of shit that I don't get. There's some good educational stuff on there, but it's just dumb shit. But the dad jokes are good. The realization ones are good. But everything else is just... I mean, like, let's put it this way. It's not bad. It's just... I can't consume that content if my friends say it. I'll laugh, but it being done as content for me, it's not my humor, right? It's just not my humor. There's a lot of stuff. I thank God the algorithm. My sister taught me that the algorithm will iron itself out, and thank God it did, because the first thing I was getting was a bunch of boobs on screen. I'm not kidding you. I was getting nothing but boob dances and like partner shit, like partners, you know, guys just jumping out of their seats when their girlfriend's like, "Hey, you want a quickie?" And he's like, "Oh my God," and he just drops his game, and I'm watching his team in Apex Legends lose, and people crying on the screen because this man is getting banged, and I'm like, come on, respect your friends at the very least. But the point is, I just got a lot of stuff. I wish I got dog videos, PokeNoob. That's not the thing I got. Also, Noble, Happy New Year. Good to see you, man. But my TikTok will be comprised of Twitch clips, edited Twitch clips, and like I said, the obligatory filler content for TikTok. That will be my quote-unquote series. Yeah, that's just TikTok, Suwako. Don't worry about it. You'd be surprised. Just go to the For You page, Hero. You'll discover a lot about TikTok if you don't have an algorithm. However, if you let videos play on it and you start liking things, like I followed a few people who I just find funny. Like I followed like the Quote Bibles and a couple of guys who do like Canadian jokes and stuff like that. Like one guy that does provinces as roommates, which is very, very funny and very accurate. And I don't find it like it's. He does it in a way where I don't find it uber insulting. Maybe it is, and if it is, then I wouldn't follow it, but I don't feel like he goes off the deep end. A lot of it's very accurate about Ontario. It's very sad, but true. But yeah. Marie! Happy New Year. Good to see you. Yeah, I did this myself, actually, Suwako. As, for those who haven't seen, surprise, green screen. It's not perfect. Once my cyborg buddy is out of the hospital, or is able to move, Gamma will help me. Also, for those who don't know, Gamma has officially joined the Justice League. You just didn't know it. Yeah, it's cool, Marie. It was a very big surprise to be at New Year, or at Christmas. Also, Marie with the 46-month resubscription with Prime Gaming. Thank you very much for that continued support, Marie. Embrace the face. Not a multiple of 4. Oh my God. Being off from tutoring and playing a lot of math-based games, I have learned that I still make that mistake of being off by 10 with adding and subtracting, and it pisses me off. Mental math, I can't believe. I used to do so much mental math, and I still do, but it seems like I'm getting mixed up in numbers, and just having that issue with always being off by 10. It's those, like, 47 plus 96. It's those ones where it pushes it over. Like, that's 145? I forget the numbers that I said, but yeah, it's like those ones that kind of throw me off. Because it's in my mind, right? I used to do a lot of mental math, but that was something I struggled with. And I could do it on paper, no problem. It's the mental stuff. Mainly because I just kept forgetting the numbers, and I try and bring it back, and that would mess with my mind. It's all food content? See, I got that too. But mine was mostly... Like, for lack of better description, it was literally girls dancing with their boobs jiggling. I'm not kidding you. That was my TikTok until finally it ironed itself out right in time for me to post content, and I could be the girl jiggling my boobs. But yeah. So, either way, Instagram and TikTok, we'll be getting the clips. They're edited. Broken's been doing a fantastic job. We have found a style. He found a style, and I agreed with the style that he found, and I am very happy with the work that he's been doing, so make sure you take a look at it. Even if you're not going to follow or you don't use social media, make sure you tell Broken a good job, lad, because he has actually been putting in a fair amount of work and a fair amount of research as well to make sure that we can build the best content that we can build, and just try and get this channel to grow. As I've said, I can never make this a full-time stream. It's just too much work. It's too risky. I can't play that risk sort of behavior unless something changes around. I am trying to make moves with Extra Life and Sick Kids. I really want to talk to them, figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to try joining the meetings. I'm extremely terrible with other people. Not because, like, I'm so different from other people with the stuff that I like. Risk is a fantastic board game, especially if you have other friends who agree with you. It's when you play with friends who are like, oh, is this like Monopoly? You try and tell them no, but it's absolutely yes. At least you have more control in Risk. Control. But yeah. Yes, social media. If you do follow my Twitter, I've been trying to put out at least one tweet a day. That's not. I'm going live. So I've been trying my best. It's tough for me. I don't just like I'm a very talkative person. I just don't like talking into the void. Unless I'm talking to myself, because I talk to myself a lot. But it's just putting it out on there and having people look at it and judge my impression. It just doesn't feel the same like being live. When you're live, I expect to be judged with everything I say and do. On Twitter, it's the same thing, but it's just... I do best when I speak from my mind. Because if I say something bad, then I want to apologize on the spot. I don't like apologizing via text. I've always been taught to face adversity. Oh, that's gone. That's a long gone, PokeNoob. That's long gone. That's why we have confession. I haven't gone to confession in years. It's okay. It's weird enough. Like when I went through school, the older we got, the less teachers talked about going to confession. I don't hear anybody in the Catholic. I don't hear anybody really talk about going to confession, especially even before COVID. I don't know. It's weird. Oh well. I also don't hang out with a lot of religious people anymore. After I was told part of my job was going to be I had to tell kids that were not Catholic they're going to hell, I just kind of quit. I wasn't paid for this. As you can hear, my laugh isn't fully there yet, but out of fashion? I don't know. Maybe it's because the generation that taught us nonstop to go to confession doesn't go to confession themselves. They're the twice-a-year gang. They're the Easter and Christmas people. And I'm just like... Oh, no, it was Marie. And I'm like, you know what? This is just volunteer hours. I'm out. Bye. I fulfilled my volunteer hours. I was doing it because I super enjoyed Sunday school. I loved working with kids to teach them just some good morals, right? I didn't focus, like, if I was there talking about the Bible or some parables, what are they called? Starts with a P. Is it parables? Tim, you know this. Parables, what were they called? Psalms. Psalms? No. Psalms? Psalms. Those things. But... Psalms, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's like people still go to confession, but it's just like when I taught Sunday school, I really like teaching a lot of just moral values to kids. Teach them just the moral values rather than being like trying to explain the whole water into wine thing. It was much more teaching them good messages. That's what I enjoyed about the position. But then they started getting into the Orthodox stuff, and it was with the Pope change when they started talking about, you know, going back to more Orthodox roots of Roman Catholicism. And I'm just like, you're telling me to tell a kid that's not Catholic they're going to hell because that, and they were like making them chant it. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, that is too far for me, and there's no way I can see over that. I can't be in a room listening to that and take that. That's just cruel and unusual to children of all people too. Broken, happy New Year, man. Good to see you. We were just talking nice about you and your good work with the stuff. Yeah, but like Judgment's part of the Old Testament. Is it? Judgments is like Genesis, where it's just they're stories. I did Suwako. That's what my title is. What the hell has been happening? Okay, let's go over the stuff that's happened since I've been gone. Pokemon Disguised Toast got DMCA'd for watching TV shows on Twitch, and apparently Disguised Toast is either trying to play it off like he planned this, or is actually that stupid and is trying to get all of us banned from Twitch. The Pope had a performance of Megalovania. What else has happened? First time chatters now have like this little speech that they can give me about, like give me a speech bubble about themselves. What else is going on? Now Admiral Baru's profile has been turned into an NFT and he's trying to fight it legally. I'm getting like 35 centimeters of snow over 3 weeks. Now we've got the I hate you variant of the virus. Like what the fuck? I leave for 2 weeks. I'm playing stuff like For the King, a completely RNG-based game, and Risk of Rain 2 in preparation for the things. I got 12 days until this beautiful thing becomes an actual title. 12 days. 12 days. You remember when this was announced? February 2021. My girlfriend reminded me of that. I'm like, when was this announced? Like 2020? She goes, February 2021. I'm like, we've waited 11 months. We've made it. We're almost there. We got a fucking underwater volcano, which is badass, by the way, happening outside of Tonga. This is what happens when I'm not streaming. The world just explodes. Truly. Truly, it's an issue. It's an issue. It's an issue, and I'm going to be on TikTok, and I'm literally going to solve strife just by putting out TikToks of me staring at my lamp. That's a hint at the content coming. Nice, Tim. Marie, if you have not, if those are avoiding spoilers, we have the Pokemon spoiler room in Discord. We have been very, very good at keeping all the information there. But if you're looking forward to this game and you've been watching the trailers, it's to put it without spoilers, it's Monster Hunter. It looks like Monster Hunter meets Monster Collecting. I'm so excited. I am viscerally excited. The hair on my arm, I can't stop it. Every time I think about playing Legends Arceus in 12 days from now on that Friday, first thing in the morning, me picking up my game and going straight to stream on like 9 or 10 a.m. Like my stomach turns and the hair on my arms rise. I've never been this excited about a Pokemon game ever. I don't know what they're going to do with food. They might do, it can't be curry. And it is technically canonical where they like marry the Pokemon and stuff like that, so I don't think they're going to stick to that. But like, it's just, yeah, maybe Slime Rancher. Maybe I haven't played that game, but it's probably something like, but like it gives me huge Monster Hunter vibes. And I'm just like, I love Monster Hunter. I played Monster Hunter Tribe for quite some time. I just couldn't stick with it. It was just a big game, and I kind of got bored. But I love Dauntless. Dauntless was a very good game in beta. Gam introduced me to it, actually. But I'm watching these trailers, and the stuff that I was hoping was going to be in there is. So now all I'm hoping is it's a complete game. I don't care about bugs, like small bugs, graphical glitches, or whatever. I want it to be a game with all of the content that was supposed to be in there, and it functions. And let the rest of us just decide whether or not it's a masterpiece. Because remember, this is a main series game. So if we've gone from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which I thought was a move maker in the series, right? You might not like the cutscenes, but let's be real, they went with a lot of stuff in there to make it a different game. Like, try and make it feel like a slightly different game. They experimented. Sword and Shield, more experimentation. And now we're going with Ball of the Wild over here. And they're all in the same series. If we are going this direction, even if it's not Legends Arceus, Legends Kyogre, or Legends Mewtwo and all that stuff, it'll be awe-inspiring, because I think for the first time in 25 years, all Pokemon fans have to just rightfully shut up and watch the progression that Pokemon fans have been wanting, right? I'm just saying. I think if you're that kind of person where it's like Pokemon games stop being good after Gen 4, fine, that's an opinion. But if you can't recognize the growth that every game has done to even like minuscule amounts, and you look at Legends Arceus and you tell me that we've gone from Gen 1 to Legends Arceus, yeah, it could always be better. Yeah, it could always be cleaner, because I heard that argument. It's like, well, they're such a big company. Why do they still look like their graphics are old? Well, first of all, the Switch is old. Second of all, have you seen how they've taken the same monster beats monster? What did Gen 7 do? The trials. I thought the move away from gyms into trials was a very interesting approach. It wasn't just beat up trainers, beat up a gym leader. They made you fight wild Pokemon. They made you do different things to have to fight these monsters. But they brought them back in Gen 8 to an extent, because they went back to the gym format, but they did it as a tournament thing, and they still, like, Raihan, just not even, like, the thing is, it's minuscule. It's very tiny differences, because it felt like you always just entered a gym, fought, beat the gym leader, got a badge, right? Now, like, the thing that I liked the most was the gym that kind of brought it into perspective was Claire in Gen 2. Or I'm like, well, that was cool. She's a brat. She doesn't want to give you a badge. So she says, go beat her dragon trial, which is something small. But it's like, that's kind of neat, where she sends you through a tiny mini gauntlet of Dragon's Den, and then you earn the trust to get the badge. Then you go to Gen 7, you got Alima's trial, you're going through Vast Pony Canyon. Yeah, it sucked there was no big fight at the end except Como, which was still fine. It's just kind of like, the place was so big, it's like, it's huge to see that. And now we've got Gen 8, which is tournaments. It's not just being the champion is a spectacle. It's not just something that exists in the world. Like, now it's like everybody in the Galar region wants to be champion. And you meet multiple people who tell you that. It's awesome. Oh, no, Marie. That's okay. What I'm repeating is important. Yeah, no, I think, Marie, like, I'm having a really hard time tempering my expectations of Legends Arceus. I'm not going to be like, this game graphically looks like shit, therefore it's shit. Oh, this could have been better, therefore shit. I think what I mean to say is I want to temper my excitement. I can't. It's so hard. I'm trying to stay as neutral as possible, but as I mentioned before the new year, it will be a pure, genuine, non-content farming playthrough. I will play it at my pace. We are not going to have people spoiling plot. We're going to have heavy moderation with that. By the way, I will talk to the mods again about what days I will be streaming it. Still don't know because, streaming's kind of, or the jobs are very unknown. I got my employee ID, but it doesn't say when I can start because they just call you when they need you. There you go, Tim, yeah. But, like, it's so hard to look away from this game. It's very, very, very hard to look away from this game. I want to explore everything. It's the first time where the format of a Pokemon game makes me want to see every single nook and cranny. Like I can't look away. I can't stop thinking about it. Oh yeah, no, this channel will be very spoiler friendly. The only spoilers you'll get is what you see from my content. We'll not be mentioning anything else. I'm going to be avoiding social media. I'm just going to be posting, not looking, of stuff that I've done. So obviously, if you look at my stuff and you want to play, and don't look at my social media for those 3 or 4 days or a week or 5 months. But the point is, it will be a genuine playthrough. We're not going to be doing random stupid... Well, I mean, if I'm doing stupid stuff, then it's content. But I don't know how to say this without sounding... But I'm playing through this without the concept of me looking for a YouTube video or a social media post. It tends to happen. It's part of the business. You need to post something about yourself, whatever's happening. And admittedly, I don't really do the disingenuous thing. Like, if things are exciting me, you'll know. I don't lie about excitement. I'm fairly honest. Some things I'll play up extra, and you'll know when I just kind of do that and then walk away. But most times, those are also authentic. And I'm not even thinking of making a clip. It's just if it kind of happens, I'm very aware and being like, oh, yeah, that'd be a good clip. But this is very much we're exploring everything. We're not going to rush through the game and go to post-game. No. We're going to... This is not Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Let's put it that way. I nuzlocke Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but I was interested in getting through, seeing what I could find, but I didn't do all of the underground because it didn't excite me, right? Like, I tried to do as much as I did, but I just got tired of this game. I want to just go. Chicken trials? Chicken trials. Oh, yeah, pretty much, yeah. It just kind of happens. Epic fail. Thank you very much, man, for that host. Happy New Year, my friend. Let me just, yeah. So, it's not perfect, by the way. It's just not, it's not going to be perfect until Gamma takes a look at it and see if we can make it a little bit better. I have, like, green frosted tips. Isn't that great? I said I'd never color my hair. The stream's doing it for me. But yeah, Legends Arceus. November, Christ. When did I leave Twitch? January 28th. January 28th morning, I'm picking up the game, we're firing it up, and we're playing, and I'm going to have my mods make sure to give me a blink signal. They're going to say something in chat to tell me to blink. Oh, first playthrough is a Hundo Seed. Speaking of Hundo Seeds, I don't know what we're doing for my 7-year stream anniversary on Thursday. What I can tell you is we can't go all day because I do have tutoring that night, or at least I think I have tutoring that night. If something changes, then we do it all day. But this Thursday, we will have a bit of a party. Streams this week right now is looking like tomorrow and Thursday. 8 a.m. Eastern time starts. I'm going to be trying to practice to wake up early because I need to wake up for these schools. They all start early, so I'm like, fuck, I got to start practicing at 6 a.m. again. I have to be awake at 6 a.m. They can call me at 6 a.m. So I got to start practicing waking up first thing in the morning and then experiencing great disappointment. Or just, like, great stress because they're all going to be like, we need you. There's going to be 9 calls. My school needs you. Yeah, well, 8 other schools needed me, and I chose this one. It's right next to my house. Perfect. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, hero. This year is the attempt at growth. Social media is the big one. I know, but the thing for me, Broken, it's like what my girlfriend used to say, right? She would start work at 5:30, and I used to complain, or I used to be like, you go to bed at 10 p.m., and I stopped making fun of her after a while, because I'm like, you know what, this shit's insane. I don't think, if I went to bed at midnight and woke up at 5, I would not survive. But, like, I have a problem with going to bed early, but that's mostly my anxiety. Not because I can't sleep, I just have a thing where if I go to bed, it's like wearing braces, where if I have to go to bed early, then I feel like I failed. It's a really dumb concept. Don't take my ideology in that sense. I feel like I used to tell my sister, you have failed as a viewer, because she has glasses, because she couldn't see, so I'm like, you fucked up somehow. I mean, admittedly, she didn't wear her glasses enough. But, like, if I ever to get braces, I would feel like an absolute failure for whatever reason. Despite the fact that I'm very pro go to the doctor if you need to. And get all the medical help you need. It's just a thing in my head. I really don't know where it comes from. I've meditated over it. I just can't figure it out for the life of me. Very entrenched. But the thing is, like, I don't mind waking up early because I'm a morning person. I'm okay with being up in the morning. It's just, it's more or less calming down at night. Because a lot of fun things happen at night, too. Like, I watch a lot of cool streamers at night, and that's usually my relaxation time. I'm not, I've said this before. If I go to bed, if I go to work at 6 a.m., and I get home at 6 p.m., and then I have to go to bed at 10, 3 or 4 hours after doing, like, making my own dinner, because I'm going to have to do that now, because I am going to be starting my food challenge, and I formally apologize to everybody in chat, because I hopefully not going to be cranky, because a lot of the food I still eat is still on there. But I'm going to be dairyless and grainless for 6 weeks. That shit's going to be tough. That's the majority of my diet, which is not great. But a lot more opportunity to eat greens. Broccoli and cauliflower on the table. And beans. I don't mind beans, but I like the green beans, not the chili beans. I can't have chili anyways, or tomato sauce. Yeah, but a lot of things my sister eats, Tim, I can have on the diet, and I like my sister's food. Yeah, it's 6 weeks to fully cleanse that out of the system, and then I reintroduce one thing at a time. It's the free way of doing a $400 food allergy test. I mean, I don't put cheese on everything, Hero, but I do like my cheese. Just not in large quantities, but I do like eating cheese. I have cereal every day. I have to avoid cashews, actually. Cashews is part of the here. I'll just riddle off everything I'm not allowed to eat. Let's see. This is a big chatting day, so don't worry about it. I might play some Unite later, like I said. Okay. The foods I cannot eat. Gluten-containing grains. Wheat, rye, spelt, barley, kamut. Corn. Can't have any dairy, so milk, yogurt, cream, butter, sour cream, ice cream, cheese, cottage cheese, and kefir. Can't have beef or pork. High mercury fish like tuna, shark, swordfish, and marlin. Shellfish, eggs, or processed meats. Can't have nightshades, so that's tomatoes, potatoes, although yams and sweet potatoes are fine, and I like sweet potatoes, so that's fine. Can't have bell pepper, eggplant, jalapeno, or other hot peppers. Canned or creamed vegetables, which is not a problem for us. Can't have bananas, can't have that anyways. I already know bananas make me sick. Citrus fruits, strawberries, melons, dried fruits. I can't have soy products like edamame, which is fine. Soybeans, soy sauce. The soy is the problem. A lot of things have soy in it, if you even don't know it. Temph, soy milk, tofu, miso, and TVP. Can't have peanuts, cashews, pistachios, and respective butters. Can't have white, brown, or raw sugar, agave, corn syrup, anything that ends in O, so glucose, fructose, stuff like that. Artificial sweeteners, which is not a problem. Coffee, black tea, don't drink it. Fruit or vegetable juices with added sugar. Soda, which I don't drink anyways. Alcohol, which I don't drink on a regular thing. Trust me, it is boring. It's gonna be buckwheat pasta for 6 weeks, PokeNoob. Margarine shortening, high salt foods, which my sister said don't worry too much about it. Cayenne chili or curly, highly processed and fast foods. So, like, the thing is, the majority of the things on this list I don't eat anyways or know it makes me sick. But I eat a lot of grains and I eat a lot of dairy. And by that, you know, I have, like, toast for breakfast and cereal for a midnight snack. You know, I used to drink a lot of glasses of milk, Tim. At dinner time. Used to have a glass of milk every time at dinner time. I just stopped doing it because I was getting so much dairy. I tried to cut it down. So, you know, I went with that. Heart of Palm? I don't know what that is. Is that a fruit? The things I can have... Like, let's put it this way. I said a lot of things I can't have. The things I can have, brown rice pasta, which I like. Quinoa, I like that. Oats are fine. So I can have oatmeal in the morning. And I have it usually with water. I don't do milk in my oatmeal. Poultry like chicken, turkey, and duck. I prefer chicken and turkey over beef and pork these days. Like, I like beef and pork, but I'll eat chicken and turkey more. Fish. Like, fish wild caught. I like fish. We just don't have a ton of it, but we do. Like, I like a salmon. I like a rainbow trout. Lamb, I like lamb. Wild game, my parents are saying this might be a good time to try, like, bison and deer, maybe. Apparently those are good ones to have and high in protein. Because the problem with this test is... I don't know, it doesn't say anything about that, so I assume if it's not on the avoid list, I can have it broken, basically, is what I've been told. If it's not on here, then I can do it. Yeah, bread's the toughest one for me. Bread and soy. Those will be the biggest ones. Yeah, that's what my my sister's fiance was saying. Vegetables that I can have: dark leafy green veg and cooked brassica family. It's like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, and spinach. I like kale, I like spinach, I like cauliflower, I like broccoli. So that's not hard. That's really not a problem. Dark colored fruits like blueberries, cherries, pomegranate, plums, and blackberries. I like blue and blackberries. I don't like cherry. Beans, peas, and lentils. I like peas. I like beans. Lentils are fine. Almonds, walnuts, and hazelnuts. Those are actually the nuts that I usually eat. Not hazelnuts, but almonds and walnuts. Sesame, sunflower, chia, flax, and pumpkin seeds I can have. Nut and seed butters. That's fine with me. Water. I drink water at least 99% of the time. The only time I've had pop is when we have pop left over from a party. So... it's very easy for me to avoid, and I have self-control. Coconut water, I'm not going to worry about. Herbal ingredients, I don't really drink that anyways. Diluted fruit, vegetable juices that I make myself, not a problem. Olive, flax, and coconut oil. We use avocado oil and olive oil, so that's not a problem. So, like, all spices that are not on the list, which was just, like, curry and cayenne. So, like, it's really not bad. It's just making sure that I can find ways to make food that's going to be filling. So it's probably going to be it's got to be a lot of protein. Protein is filling. And on top of that, eating it in beans or peas or having like having that stuff, nuts and stuff like that, that should hold me out. Because the one problem with grains in everyone's diets, it's not just people who have sensitivities to it. The problem with grains is it fills you up. It's that hidden sugar addiction that comes from grains that you don't think about. Nobody really thinks about it. Like, I have whole wheat anyways, or like 12 grain. I don't eat white bread. But both of it, nonetheless, has a lot of sugar in it. And the sugar makes you addicted to the grains. Same thing with the dairy, right? Dairy also has a lot of sugar in it. So, it'll be the first time for 6 weeks of being off of that. And I should be okay. I'm expecting it, right? It's not like I've been thrown in the middle of the Amazon desert and I'm eating the heads of toucans. You know what I mean? Are there toucans in the Amazon desert? I don't know, man. I'm uncultured. Palmini bread? Oh, palmini. Palmini? Palmini. I'll write that down. Palmini in Canada. Heart of palm. Heart of a palm tree. I'm not averse to it. I like buckwheat pasta, actually. My sister makes a good, like, gluten, dairy-free white sauce as well. So, it's going to be exciting. It'll be good to see officially what makes me sick. I can probably tell you right now, one thing I definitely know is bananas. The other thing is... what's it called? The other thing is dairy in quantities, in certain quantities. Like, I have eczema on my arms. Apparently, that's from a lot of hot foods. And that, like foods that make your body hot. So that means I need to cut those out because they're a shock to my body. So we're about to find out. We'll see what I can eat. I like healthier stuff anyways. It's just convincing my girlfriend to eat it more. Officer, Happy New Year, man. Good to see you. Oh, also, update from 2 weeks. I've lost some hair. I don't know why. Probably from COVID, admittedly. But, I'm aging. I hate it. I don't like it. My face is still okay. It's still dry. OBS. She doesn't have to eat healthier. It's just making sure we don't have to buy Two very stark differences on the grocery list. She eats pretty healthy anyways. She actually eats way more vegetables and fruits than I do. Way more vegetables. And a lot of stuff they make is fine. It's usually the ingredients they use. They bake a lot more. But like I usually don't eat baked goods, or I do, but the stuff we make is generally like, you know, gluten-free, low sugar, low salt, like everything, right? They cook a little more for flavor, but they eat a lot of healthier stuff. They have like parsnips and carrots a lot more, and a lot of starch, but I mean, she's also on a strict limit. She wants to, she's like me, where if I'm gonna cook a lot, she cooks all the time. But if I'm gonna cook, I do want to learn like certain things that are healthier. So, you know, a lot of zucchini pasta and stuff like that, because I can live off that stuff. The more I can get grains and dairy, like I like dairy, but the more I can get grains out of my diet, I'll still eat grains if it's not a sensitivity for me. But the more grains I can cut out in exchange for, you know, like cut out pasta, put in zucchini pasta, I can live that way. I'm perfectly fine with that. OBS is behaving okay. I was able to open stuff up with OBS on, because before, for those who forgot, before Christmas, OBS was crashing every time I opened something when it was open, whether I was live or not. Now I can open up OBS, things are opening, but I was going to test it live, which is the point of today. Although, all I had to do was re-download it, and it wouldn't even uninstall from my computer. It just loaded it up again, which is weird, but it's a different icon. So all I did was change the desktop icon, and it fixed itself. I don't fucking know, man. Also, this computer stopped updating things. It doesn't want to do updates. I'm like, why? We fixed it, and then it just went back to not updating. My dad's looking at this going, what? But it won't the thing is, I can't reinstall it because I can't uninstall it. So I did reinstall it, but it won't give me the option to get rid of the old OBS? Which is weird. Even if I delete it, it's still there. So it's, I don't know, man. It's working, so that's why we're live. We're just going to open up an emulator, see if it works, fire up the OBS capture card, go from there. Oh, nice, officer. I was playing Dicey Dungeons for a little bit. I just got bored. I got a little bored because it just felt samey. Even though every episode was different, it felt too samey for me for a roguelike, which was not actually a roguelike. You know what I mean? Yeah, it reinstalls top of the old one, even though it's the exact same one. It just reinstalls on top, so I have both on my computer. It's just I'm using the old ones. As you can see, for some reason, I tried to put the font back on, and the font didn't work. Like, here's the font that you all remember. I don't know why these two look very different. They're the exact same font. But yeah, Dicey Dungeons is very good. If it had a bigger roguelike mode, I'd probably enjoy it a little more. But I got kind of tired of it after a while. It was fun, though. Still fun. Good challenge. It's a good mental challenge. I just kind of wish I could have also done Out of Order. Same thing would happen with me with Slay the Spire. I enjoy Slay the Spire. I just had no interest of going past Ascension 13, but I also had no interest in grinding from Ascension 0 to Ascension 13. I just kind of wanted to play with all the cards. Like, unlocking the cards always feels weird to me, because certain strategies are cut out. Yeah, the witch is weird, but she's cool. She's cool to play. No, I put the same thickness of... I could check again. I put the same thickness. What's your thickness? Outline size is 5. Yeah, I could put a bigger thickness. Let's see. Does it look like the same font to you, though? Doesn't even look like the same font. Outline of 5. Gradient. Oh, it's because I have a gradient? Maybe it's because I have a gradient. Oh, wait. Does that make it better? No, I don't know how that... Gradient direction. That does nothing. Background color. I don't know. It does look similar. As long as it looks similar. I just wanted to keep with the Mesmerize font that Tony started me on years ago. I can't remember who I liked playing in that game. I enjoyed the robot. The robot was such a unique way of managing RNG. It definitely played to my min-maxing. To my min-maxing tendencies in video games. I think actually the witch and the robot both, like... I never finished all of their episodes, but I'm pretty sure... the witch and the robot both very much played to what I usually do in dice-based games or luck-based games. Yeah, Spire Friends was a godsend, broken. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, Slay the Spire kept my attention for over 100 hours, but the problem was I didn't want to play on Ascension 7. I wanted to play on Ascension 13. But I didn't want to go past Ascension 13. I don't want to fight the heart because fuck the heart. That boss is boring, and it's actually, in my opinion, the weakest part of Slay the Spire because of how arbitrarily forced you are to beat it a particular way and with only certain builds. Very surprising, in my opinion, in terms of dipping content in Slay the Spire, because that game is a masterpiece. It's just extremely surprising to me how it went that way. Nice, officer. That's cool. But yeah, so... What are we talking about? Joker. Oh, yeah. What was the guy that was the engineer, right? She was the engineer. The engineer was very interesting, too. Of, like, crafting your attacks. That was cool. I've been actually watching a lot of Noida gameplay, and I thought about bringing Noida to stream. But I don't want to play Noida. I want to play a game like Noida, because games that I'm really keeping... So what happened was with Dead Cells, is a great, fantastic Rogue Souls game. Very, very good. But the problem is, I keep using the same equipment. I don't want to use the other equipment. What makes me excited is Noida, where you actually build your wand over time. I just want a game that's not Noida. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, no. Every character in that game, in my opinion, is very good. I don't think I've played the 6th character yet. Which might be the Jester, actually. I don't know. Every character in that game felt good. Every character felt different, and it didn't mean, like, harder or easier. Oh, that's the one I don't have then, is the Investor. Oh, yeah, no, you have to, Broken. That's the cool thing, is it really makes you play on the brink all the time. Inventor. Oh, maybe that's the engineer I'm thinking is that. Rainbow the Dragon Cat. Happy New Year. Good to see you. How you doing? But yeah. I've lost myself. Yeah, I want a game like Noida that's not Noida. Because Noida's a great game, don't get me wrong. It's just I want to see if there are other games. Like, I like those types of... Like, I like that type of customization, which is what Old Cube World did, where you built your own weapon and it looked kind of cool and stuff like that, except had effects on it. And I want that sort of Noida customization of your attacks. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's the Inventor. Thank you. It's just I couldn't find it on Steam. It kept giving me different games. I'm like... There's got to be a game out there like Noida. I'm not saying it can't be existing by itself, but like I was really, really excited to see how Noida played out. I just want to see it kind of maybe in a turn-based aspect, because even like Darkest Dungeon didn't feel customizable enough to me, because you get 4 slots, which is fine, nothing wrong with limits of slots, but it's like the same attacks. You just keep getting the same fucking attacks, and it's like, oh, that's great. This guy's just gonna do his stabby thing, and this guy's gonna pistol, and then she's gonna use a pickaxe. You always need something good on it, right? I want to meme up and put it on Noida where you just literally light the whole sky with oil and then light it on fire. That's the shit I want. No, Robot is way better on variants. Most characters are better on variants, I would argue, except the Warrior. The Warrior just kind of kick him in the nuts nonstop. It's annoying, if anything, because they're like, we know how easy the Warrior is, so let's just make it super obnoxious. I'm like, yeah, okay. This shit sucks. But the Robot's way more fun on variants. Like, every single playthrough is completely different with the Robot. Whereas I found with everybody else, it was different, but not nearly as different. The Robot felt like a whole new character almost. Almost. If I remember correctly. Leo, good to see you, man. Happy New Year. Happy barely used year? I have no idea what that means. Are you on the 2020 part 3 part as well, Leo? Jackpot build is fun, Broken. I actually went a lot of the equipment that would be used after you burned out, because that's how much I would min-max. I would play odds, and if I got burned, I'm like, yeah, nope. Busted sword. Yes. Yeah, that's like the silence variant. It's like the thing that just keeps it is almost infinite attacking, which is great. Build on the variant that increases the die roll. Yeah. But I mean, every character needs to have some kind of like. That's the thing I'm having with my game that I'm working on right now, which by the way is going well. I've actually started crunching some numbers. You'll see that stuff on Patreon. There's a lot to talk about. I'm so sorry. You have to just listen to me more than you just listen to me with some gameplay. But you know what? You get to stare at this wonderful. Let me just take you in here. You get to stare at this wonderful background of Legends Arceus that I pranked everybody with last year. Which, by the way, this will be featuring fan art. If the green screen is made better where I don't look like I'm part alien, I'm going to be putting fan art as the background. Or just, like, backgrounds for stuff that we're going to be playing. That's the idea. Is just kind of customize this a bit to give everybody kind of the agenda. Literally on stream. It's so easy to do. You just take the picture and just put it behind you. Done. Now, if Milo would stop beating this thing up, that would be a little better. I would keep it in the spoiler room just for now, Leo. We're talking very vague, like very vague mechanics or just details. If it's about relations to the older games or like the plot, like what we think the plot of Hisui is gonna be, it's fine. If I'm gonna make you use your own judgment. It's about a move. Oh, Stealth Rock? Okay, yeah. Did you? I'll talk about that. Did you know Stealth Rock does damage in this game? Why does it need to be more broken? Stealth Rock's already the best hazard in the game, right next to Sticky Web. Ugh. Oh no, Stealth Rock ruined a lot of the game in Gen 4. I agree, Tim. It was not a good idea. Even like Spikes always had the advantage of Levitate. Like Levitate came in, which made Spikes less effective, but also flying types. Like all hazards are fine. Toxic Spikes is unique. Spikes is fine because it takes time to stack. Stealth Rock is too easy, even if it applies typings. And then Sticky Web is obnoxious, but still beatable. It's obnoxious though, and many people like you have to think about the Pokemon that can use every hazard too. Sticky Web is a very specific set of lads that have to use it, and most of them aren't competitively viable. At least from what I remember. But Stealth Rock is too easy to use, and now it's going to be better. But we don't know how this is going to translate to other games, so maybe it's just... Well, yeah, but Speargull's a cheating Pokemon. Speargull's cheap. Speargull's weak, too, which gives it there. Yes, Galvantula was a very good Sticky Webber. You would do a Focus Sash lead. Focus Sash lead. I believe Shuckle gets it as well. Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is it could be a variant attack. That's why, again, I'm just like... Ugh. Like, you saw the battle mechanics, too. There's just so much I want to talk about. Oh, my God. They finally introduced what Agile and Strong Style does. And there's just so many implications to what that can mean. And if you notice as well, go back and watch which attacks had that, because some of them didn't. Which means that there was actually thought not every move can be agile or strong. That's really cool. And my Pachama button came out. Alright, not standing up. That's how I get banned. Or a lot of money. One of the two. Yeah, Speargull Gen 5 and 6 is when he was really popular. Then he fell off because a lot of leads just started destroying him. Rip to the Aerodactyl suicide leads of Taunt Stealth Rock. I miss those. Those days were... at least predictable with Suicide Lead Aerodactyl. It was called that. I'm not just saying that. Yeah, but here, you could drop a sub before I get caught. You just could. Potentially, Leo. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, you'd run Bug Buzz for sure. And Dark Void fell off. Yeah, if you're talking about VGC, Dark Void got nerfed. Thank God. Dark Void was incredibly stupid and Speargull became way too oppressive. Have we seen any trainer-type battle stuff? If you go look at the trailer, Suwako, there are elements of it, because they've already said that with Legends Arceus here. If you take a look, let's just bring this down a notch, and let's take a look at the landscape. Actually, I could do this whole thing. So if you take a look at the landscape, right, they're in a very primitive age of trainers starting to get, like, they're not even trainers. We don't even know what they're being called. They're just people in Pokemon. So the age of trainer is just be starting. So what ends up happening is this dude over here is trying to catch this lovely Pokemon over here. And as a result, is learning what a battle could be, which I think is supposed to be one of the trainers they introduced, where she has the Munchlax. And to my knowledge, oh my god, I just thought of it, because one of the alphas is going to be, I wonder if her Pokemon gets taken over by the stuff, you have to fight the Snorlax, that's what it does. Anyways, like, she's the one who's kind of like, I'm going to beat you up a bunch. This is what trainers do now, right? Trainers just kind of learn like, oh, we can just fight each other. That's cool. We're both Leo. To my understanding, there's actually like 3 quest boards. I'll spoil a bit. There are 3 quest boards. Surveying security and something else. Merchants? There's like 3 clans that you do quests for. So it looks like it's going to be a mix of killing, catching, and observing. Yeah, so it'll be the merchants. There you go. So the prime directive is completing the Pokedex. That is the prime directive, as Pokemon has always been, by the way. Being champion and completing the Pokedex. That's always been what every generation of Pokemon has been about. This one, we don't know. It just talks about the Pokedex, so we don't know where the hell they're gonna take this. Yeah, Dark Void's dumb, especially when it hits. But yeah. Well, that's the thing is, yeah, we kind of got a glimpse of that in Gen 7. Like, that's what I liked about Alola. Alola was very unique in its story, other than Ultra Beasts and stuff like that, where, like, they didn't have a Pokemon League. So you actually saw the process of them building the whole league, and I like that, because it was a neat take on it. And you jump to Gen 8, where it's just like, yeah, we're full-blown, we're developed, championships, tournaments. Bring us your best, branding, sponsorships. Now we're just going 180 and going, we locked eyes, and I have the propensity to want to kick your ass. So, my mother taught me that we kill each other if we see eye to eye. I don't think that's what your mom said, but you have a Pokeball, let's fight. That's the point. So, it's just, that's why I'm so excited. I know I haven't been looking at anybody talking about theories. I haven't been looking at anybody with the spoilers, because careful, there are spoilers out there. But, like, oh, God, 12 days, man. Just 12 days. We have to keep moving. I can't keep talking about Legends Arceus. I can't keep getting away with getting money talking about Legends Arceus until the game comes out. Then I'll get away with it. Let's talk about the brand new thing. Let's talk about the big thing. For those who missed it, I talked about this before the new year. If you missed it, that's up on my YouTube. Let's go. All right. Welcome to Buy My Stream Time. It's very simple. People like watching variety games. And I've been thinking about this long and hard. I've been observing. I've been exploring. And I have decided to fire this up this year. So, this is the way it's going to work. Some people have already suggested games. I give you a link to the Steam or wherever I'm going to be getting it from. If it's a game you really want to see, and this kind of is twofold in a sense, because I want people to give me suggestions, because sometimes we just need extra content. So, yes, Inscription is a horror roguelike card building game. Horror thriller, but apparently it's not horror enough that it would scare me. I've watched a bit of it. It's just going to be creepy. It's kind of like Amnesia creepy. I do hate spooky games, but I'm going to turn off the screechy noises and all that stuff. I've seen is there. Yes. So this is the way it's going to be working. In Discord, there is, if you scroll halfway down, you're going to see under Buy My Stream Time, it's its own category, you got game suggestions. It doesn't matter how many games go onto this list. The idea is you suggest the game, I take a look at it. If I like it, I'll put it on the list. I have a value total that I am using to tell you how much in contributions there has to be. Now, these are not contributions you do independent of any other financial support on the channel. It will, however, not be charity contributions. It will be monetary support, bits, subs, donations, buying me the game, right? That's why there's a do I own the game thing. So, obviously, if I don't own the game, the required total will be higher. The total will drop if I do own the game. That's why Gauntlet is very cheap. But the way it'll happen is, and my mods know about this, is when you sub, starting today, I guess. We can start today. Or probably just start it tomorrow. Keep it simple. Do it on the actual, like, full streams. But when you sub... Nah, fuck it. We'll just put in the thing. If there's something you want to support, you let me know. It will be your responsibility. I will be telling people about it, but it will be your responsibility to tell me. Any type of confirmation of you giving money to me will make it, like private. That's why we have the games bot tracker. That channel will be, like, transactions, and we make this work. But essentially... You tell me what game you want it to go towards or a game you want to put it in. If it gets in, you put that money towards that game. When we hit that and I have time on the channel, it will not be right away. So if we, for some reason, just hit Gauntlet tomorrow, it doesn't mean that we'll play it anytime soon, but it will be on the playlist. So Ni no Kuni will be played when I have time in our incredibly packed schedule this year to play Ni no Kuni. And it will not be forgotten. It's there. I'm a man of my words. I will try and make content any way that I can to honor your money. That's why it's on top of you financially supporting me on the regular. If for some reason a game becomes unavailable or something happens, then it'll go a little differently. But as it stands... This list is of the list, and this is not talking about, like, Chrono Trigger or what. Marie just sent me something. What the hell is this? Oh! Thank you, Marie. I guess I own Inscription now. I appreciate that. That is very kind of you. Thank you very much. You are a monster. Thank you for that. So, let me show you how this is going to work. So, basically, the way that I did this is I did some arbitrary number counting. And the goal of this is, one, to slow down variety content, because the idea is, what I tend to do is Pokemon days and variety days. What I'm going to try and do is the more meta thing, which is play Pokemon first, then fire up another game. But it's going to depend now, because with supply work, as I was mentioning, it's going to be like 6 to 6 days for me. Like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. days. So, it's going to be really, I'm going to have, like, really short streams, which scares me a bit. But we're going to make it work. I have to see it first before I start freaking out. We're going to take this at a very objective turn. But, I know a lot of people want to see games, and I've always felt bad about it. There we go. Easy. For me, and on top of that, a lot of things that people suggest are not always my cup of tea, which is why people have to pass it by me first. But if it's a game that I do legitimately think that I'll have fun with, then we put it on the list. The thing that this is going to show you is how important it is that I think about the content that I put on the channel. So, you had it in your cart? Oh my god, calm down, people. I appreciate it, though. This should be very fun. I'm gonna own so many copies, it's gonna become like Doki Doki. We're just gonna have, like, the game delete another game. Spoilers. But, the idea is, I'm putting value to my content, and I want to do that. And I want to show you what thought I put into it. And the other thing is, a lot of people, I remember back early in the stream, where people were like, I want to see this. For example, Chrono Trigger randomizer, plando, right? It's not going to be a full randomizer. I promised Marie I would do it. But in order for me to fit in the schedule at the right time is difficult. It's difficult for me to fit in the schedule where it will be appropriate for consistent numbers and stuff like that. It might not be big enough numbers, but it matters to me to show consistency so I can keep track of analytics to know what's working for the channel, right? So if you truly care and you're the only person that cares about the game, but I agree with you that the game will be fun to play, and you're the only one putting your tier 1 sub towards these contributions, then you're going to know that your suggestion will take 25 months worth of tier 1 subbing to make it worth it on my channel, right? So I think it's a really good opportunity to kind of show people, like, this is why people do these sorts of things. I really like this format because it's clairvoyant. It shows length matters, right? That's why Legend of Heroes is so expensive, because of its length. I'm pricing it on the length, and I also price it by doing side stuff. Now, having said that, there are two things that might happen here. I'll answer that question in a second, Marie. it doesn't mean we're always going to do full playthroughs either. So if you really want me to check out a game and it's cheap and it's not a full playthrough, I'll take that into account and do like a day or two. So for example, if you really want me to play Fortnite, the critically acclaimed game that is not Final Fantasy XIV Online, and I put a value to it, that's still going to be expensive. Let me use a better example. If you wanted me to try out, and let's say I had interest in Apex Legends, right? And I just was going to play one day of it, the price would look way different. As you can see, I'm putting how long everything's going to be over here. So this will be a full randomizer of the thing. Full. We'll play everything in full, which is why the prices are like this. Oh, this is so nice. I love this green screen. This is kind of cool. Even though I look like I'm slowly fading away into the Matrix. I played Paladins broken. I actually have a problem. I couldn't uninstall Paladins because my high-res account broke. Paladins has been on my things from the beginning. I like the idea of a deck-building Overwatch. I just never got into it enough because I suck at shooters. But yeah, that's how these things are being priced out. But again, it'll all be talked about in the Discord. If you have games you want to see, put it in the Discord. Do not put it in Twitch chat just because I want to keep track of it and have good conversations about it. Talking about it on stream, for those who have known me long enough, even just as a friend, I tend to flip-flop quite a bit on opinions on things, and not opinions about moral choices. Sometimes things don't great to me, then I look at it for a couple of minutes and I go, hot damn, I really want this in my life. So, oh, you wait for that, officer? Good, because I had that on my plans for 2022. Good call. Yes, it will. It's about 85 hours of play with doing side stuff. Randomizer, the person who suggested it said that the randomizer will make things a little easier, but even so, I'm not going to take that risk. It doesn't mean it's all going to be completed, like all my streams are going to be Trails of Legend of Heroes. That's why I'm talking about mixing up the content. So even if we're playing Legend of Heroes religiously, we'll do an hour or two of Unite, we'll do an hour or two of Pokemon Nuzlocke Randomizer, we'll do a new block. Like, we'll have all that stuff going, right? So I'm trying to be very smart about pacing these games, but it's nice to know that I could potentially have backup games now. So that's the idea. That's all this is about. Marie, will your support towards Patreon count? Yes. Financially supporting me through subs, bits, which, by the way, bits will get you more for your value. It will get you more. I hate to say it, but yeah, paying Twitch the extra 40% will make me more money. Because your tier 1 sub will only be $250 going towards this, and the way you're going to get through is through tips. Sorry, not donations. Tips. Tips, subs, bits, Patreon, I do make 90% of the stuff that you give me, so 90% of your tier will go towards it. Oh, I was using this site called, I'm just using a site, howlongtobeat.com. I was using a second site to compare as well, and I just typed in Legend, let me see here, hold on. Legend of Heroes? Oh, not Legend O Heroes. Legend on Heroes? No, what the fuck? That's a porno. Legend of Heroes. Let me just do the math in my head really quickly. Trails of Cold Steel, it says your main story is 60 hours. Main plus extra is about 80. So I went with main plus extra, not completionist. I just kept it modest. Plus, that price is also the price of the game. So if the game is bought for me, that's about $50 shaved off the total. Captain Toad, honestly, Leo, and by the way, this is not restricted to Steam games. If you have a randomizer you want to see me play, that's going to be cheap. It's going to be for the time that I would invest into it, but it will be considered as long as I can access the game legally. And it also includes Switch games. So Switch or PC. Hopefully my specs on my PC can run the game you want me to see. Not all of them are going to be obviously doable. But Switch games are a go as well. If you want to see a Switch game, we already know my capture card works. We're going to test it again today. But feel free to suggest Switch or PC games or games that I can randomize or acquire in weird ways. That's all I'm going to say. Just ask me. That's why. On Discord, just ask me. Make it clear. Easy peasy. Yeah, so for me, Officer, that's why I'm going to take a look at it. If I can't randomize it in a good enough way with Chrono Trigger, I don't want to cut out plot. I told Marie I would play the game normally. I just wanted to have some form of flavor to it, similar to like Super Mario RPG would be for me when I tried that rando, where my Mallow literally had Geno Blast, and it was really fucking hilarious to watch, and my Peach was shooting lightning out of her skirt. It was really also awkward to watch. But the point is, I think Bowser had the Bowser Mario throw thing. But he was, like, throwing himself. I don't know. Mario had the Bowser throw, which was even better. Because Mario's supposed to throw... Like, Bowser's supposed to throw Mario as a weapon. But no, Mario was throwing Mario as a weapon. It was weird. Yeah. The point is, we'll work it out. Discord is an easy place where we can pick up the conversation multiple times. Post stuff. We'll do some wheeling and dealing. We've already gone through a lot of games in there as well. Not all of them have made it through. Don't take offense to it if I don't like your game. I just have to make sure it's going to be a game that I'm going to enjoy on stream and be able to make good content out of. Doesn't mean your game sucks. It just means that the game will not fit with, one, my interests, because the first thing is I got to be interested in playing the game. But two, it might just not work on the channel, right? Captain Toad is probably too slow for me, Leo. I've seen it. It looks like a really cute game. I just don't see myself getting into it. Puzzle games are tough for me because they're very, if they're puzzle heavy. I know it's not too puzzle intense, but I tend to burn really quickly. That's why the Return of Obra Dinn, my girlfriend and I are playing it together, because we both want to play it, and that's a godsend. Because if I played that by myself, I would get overly obsessed, and I'd start hating myself. Yes, I've heard bonding events are good. The person who suggested it also told me there's anime plot in it, and I accepted it. And we'll be okay with it. I'm confused. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Claws, Mario Toss, and Chain Chomp. Yeah. But played many Castlevanias. Oh, Marie, you're gonna like this if you don't remember. No, I have not played any Castlevanias. If you're talking about Bloodstained, I am actually interested in Bloodstained. Because this year, we are going to be learning a new speedrun. Just like I did with Minish Cap and Wind Waker and Key Item Rando and everything else like that. This year we're going to be learning, and I've never played any Castlevania or Metroidvania. Metroid is just not, it looks good, I can't get into it. Castlevania I think will be more my speed, but I will be learning Castlevania Aria of Sorrow speedrunning, randomized. Yeah, Bloodstained looks interesting because Hero told me it's got a basic randomizer in it too, which could definitely probably keep my attention. So I am looking at that. That would be something you would have to put on the list because I'm going to be learning Castlevania of Aria of Sorrow. And that was a much shorter speed run than the other runs. Let's put it this way. My Minish Cap started at 4 hours. Wind Waker started at 10 hours co-op with Raz. Aria of Sorrow speedrunners get it done in about an hour. So I'll probably be about 2.5. Get it down to maybe 2 or an hour and a half. Because that game looks intense, but it looks fun to play. That was one of the weird games that I just kind of looked at the randomizer and went, all right, I'll give it a chance. Let's give a Metroidvania a chance. I never played too many Metroidvanias in my life. Like Monster Sanctuary was a monster collecting Metroidvania. That's what kind of kicked me off, and I'm like, oh shit. I thought being restricted by items, but then I play Key Item Rando and Crystal, and I go, well, I guess that's literally Metroidvania. You're restricted by Pokemon is a Metroidvania. Can't go there without cut. So it's like, yeah, I guess. Progression, yay. Yeah, the ones that I like more, Leo, I think is the level-based ones. Not that I'm going to be leveling a lot in the randomizer, but the ones where you customize like what weapons and what skills you pick, those are the ones I'm intrigued to see. Oh, level-based, like going from stage 1 to stage 2. Yeah, I lean more towards like Portrait of Ruin and Aria of Sorrow. Aria of Sorrow is the only one that has the randomizer, to my knowledge, that's being developed and worked on nonstop. But Bloodstained apparently has a randomizer as well, and it's interesting. I watched Hero actually play it for the charity train they did in November. The second charity train you did. We did? Was I in that? I don't remember. I was in the first one. I was in the PBTF one. Yeah, exactly. You just pick them up on the way. Killing bosses will give you quite a bit, too. Right? It's kind of like that whole if you could cheese a boss at level 5. It's like what I was doing in Golden Sun, where even though I had 15 times XP on, you kill a boss and suddenly you're good to go. Oh, man. I've missed these bots. Race you to it. I win. I miss those bots. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Hollow Knight... Hollow Knight is so tough for me. Because it's what I wanted from Dead Cells, but it's the same issue with well, not issue, because Dead Cells I like because it's a rogue. It's a roguelite. The problem with Hollow Knight, I don't know, it's such a good game, and it looks really good, and I've watched lots of people play it, and the randomizer, just something that doesn't sit well with me, wanting to play it. Like, it's like Dark Souls. I like watching it, and I probably would enjoy playing it because, you know, I have that sick obsession of wanting to get my ass kicked and learning how to not get it kicked. But there's just something that holds me back, and I don't know what it is. Because I feel like Hollow Knight would be more up my alley, because 2D is a little bit... I don't know. I don't know. 2D is probably better in my mind, but then there'll be another day where I'll say 3D is more in my mind. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I do want to check it out, because that's what I saw when Hollow Knight had a randomizer. I'm going, oh, that's kind of something to keep in mind for a little bit more of a Souls-like feel. But then I'm just sitting there going, yet I haven't done it. It's not too hard. I mean, you doubt my ability to mess up something that's not too hard, Leo. Yeah, I've seen Pantheon 5. I've seen it. I've seen post game and late game. Yeah. I'm the type of person where I love learning muscle memory, which is why I play MOBAs. Souls games, I haven't had enough experience outside of Dark Souls, or outside of Dead Cells, to comment on whether or not I'd stick with that game and try and master it. If you watch that one game that I did, which was the top-down... What's it called? The top-down... Top-down Souls game. I got frustrated after a while. That was also at a time when I was not at the Zen. When I wasn't as feeling good. But yeah, you guys heard about this. What else are we talking about? What else we got to talk about? Patreon content. Unfortunately, I was going to do a commentator for anything and start up the new format for it. I'm just not feeling too confident in my throat right now. I'm going to try for February. If you're looking for Patreon-specific shows, we're going to try. We're going to try and do the YouTube streaming and try and figure that out. The only crappy thing is, again, I still have that post-COVID the phlegm that is making my throat not be perfect for commentary. Because, like I said, I really want to do Marbles on Stream and Pokemon Unite commentary. But I just don't feel like talking like this is still slightly winding, and I could feel like if I pushed it any harder and put it in my commentary voice, I tried a little bit and I ended up squeaking a lot. So it's just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. So, but that's why I'm trying to, yes, you'll be getting more content with my board game. You'll be getting the pictures that I've been putting in there, the content I've been putting in there, sneak peeks, early peeks at stuff. And kind of knowing all the stuff in advance of everybody else, although I'm still very generous and give a lot of people a lot of info, because I like you guys. I don't want to paywall you, but I will respect the paywall, if that makes sense. The one that had the demo on Steam. Yes, Leo, that one. I forget what it's called. Not Jupiter Hell. That was the other one that I really wanted to play. The tactics one. I forget what that one was called. It looks good, though. Like, I was interested in it. It's just the first boss really pissed me off. I got super upset. And the other thing was switching between two weapons was a really neat concept, but a little too hard for a guy who hasn't played a lot of Souls games. Just a little Just a little over the top for my patience. And that's a lot. That says a lot because I'm a very patient individual. I'm just trying to make it where I'm not balding in the same spot. Okay. But yeah, so we're going to try. I understand here. I know. It's just the way it's going to go. It's just how it's got to be. It sucks. But I want my voice to be fully strengthened. Especially since I'm going to be teaching. Oh god, we're already getting suggestions. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I would play through that game normally, I think, first. If you're paying for Bloodstained, I wouldn't just skip straight to the rando. I think you also said you have to beat it on normal before you get access to the rando, right? Castlevania Circle. Oh my god, I saw that game during GDQ. Can we talk about AGDQ for a second? I always like talking about GDQ every time I come back. $3.4 million. Astounding. Astounding. I will be honest with you. Oh, I see here. Yeah, I'd probably go for the story first then, because you guys would want to pay to see the story, and I know people would be interested in that. The card system. Oh, I didn't see it because the guy did a really weird... I didn't know that had a card system. We'll think about it then. But yeah, GDQ this year, so far, awesome games done quick. Very, very good. Sad to see Darkman leave. I know he was one of the OG, or like close to the OG, or he was one of the OGs. I don't know enough, but he was a really cool guy to watch. I really enjoyed his stuff. The aesthetics were great. I love me a good old black chrome overlay. I'm going to be dead honest with you, though, if I may. I'm really disappointed in that audience display that they did. I don't know if it's because of accessibility or what reason they went with. Maybe it fit better on the overlay. It was less colorful, which is they were going for like a Deathloop look, even though Deathloop was done like the first 5 hours of the 7-day marathon. But man, that audience display, I got used to it. But the thing was, I loved when they started the interactive audience thing, where they were going to keep it for chat to feel like they're taking it part. But that one just felt so basic to me. The 8-bit, 16-bit, whatever look, that pixel look, just didn't get the same feel across. It was a lot less dynamic and exciting. So I hope they only did it because it fit better on the overlay, and it was probably accessibility for color stuff, for color blindness perhaps, or stuff like that. But it just, like, that really hurt to see. But I liked it. You could tell there was a transition missing because it felt very dark. They just go from, and now going to this view, or to this runner, and just go dark, and you just see the things load up without everything else. So, yeah, there's no light. Yes, that's what the game was called. There was no light. I was going to say, there was light during GDQ. Yeah. Yeah, keep my eye on that game. That's fair, Hero. Yeah. I know. I'm just saying. I'm a person who notices it as a person who has a marathon, right? I notice those types of things, and I get excited as much about the show as I do about the extra stuff that they put on. I really liked their photosensitivity warning. I was just kind of hoping they would use it a little quicker on some games, like with Earthbound and when they were doing the Uncharted run. Like, they put the photosensitivity warning in 2 minutes into the 4-minute glitch thing. So it's just like, that's a good warning. But the people who already have photosensitivity issues are already walking away from the stream feeling like they're lightheaded and potentially getting help. Kari, Happy New Year. How are you? Good to see you. But yeah, I like the look of the games. I like what they were doing. The progress bars look really awesome. The runners were super hype, and I'm really glad they were because 2021 had a really shitty ending and year to it. I'm glad a lot of people are still keeping a lot of excitement online. The nostalgia for going back in person has kind of become a norm rather than becoming the focus. So I'm glad that we kind of moved away that focus, because it kind of sucks when everybody just keeps thinking about, oh god, I wish it was a person. I wish it was a person. Like, the show itself has been really, 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 really good online, and I think I've enjoyed it more just because I hate it when the audience becomes obnoxious. Not with them cheering, but with them yelling at the runners. I fucking hated that. Like, think about it this way: when you go to if you ever went to a sports arena and you were an athlete and you had people whistling at you nonstop, you have to mentally prepare yourself not to listen to it. But in an audience of 10,000 in the arena, or 30,000, it kind of just becomes noise. When you're in the hotel where you've got hundreds, and not always hundreds watching, and you just got these random 4 jackasses in the back trying to be a part of the show, it's like, it's just annoying and awkward, right? Sometimes the runners are into it, that's fine, but it's so, it takes away from you watching and hoping that the people on the show are interesting themselves, the runners themselves, right? Yeah, some people already got Legends of Arceus. I've been trying to dodge big spoilers. I don't know how. I mean, they leaked it, so. Failed an escape room. That is unfortunate. I have a feeling Nintendo will not condone marrying Pokemon, because they were taking their dear sweet time making sure you could customize your eyebrows. By the way, a heavily overlooked feature that nobody's talking about. People have complained in Pokemon games for decades about wanting to customize their trainers, and then they finally got it with the hair and the hat and the clothing and all that stuff, and then people are like, ugh, why did they put so much focus on the Suian region with people wanting to look good? Motherfucker, you got eyebrow customization. You've been asking about this for over 15 years. Can you figure out what you want? No, you're a Pokemon fan. That's the problem. You don't know what you want. I know, Marie. I hate it, but I complain a lot too. But the difference is their complaints are dumb. I like complaining. I don't mind when people complain. I just wish people complain about things that matter. When I see it, they've upped the customization, which is something Pokemon fans wanted, and then they complain about the very thing they wanted. But yeah. Yeah, that's generally the case. The girls get the better hairstyles. Looks like there's going to be a fair amount, though, between the kimonos and the hairstyles and stuff like that. We'll see. Maybe they try to do some kind of Japanese aesthetic or you know, culture-based aesthetic with what they've been, like, going back to the older times. Which is funny, because seeing, like, a shaved head when this is supposed to be 170 years in the past is just kind of like, you're more and more confirming my time travel theory. How did you know to shave the head like that and make it look cool? Not like the normal shaved head's like a monk, right? I'm talking like half shaved, like, unless there's some style I don't know from older times, and we just brought it back, because I would honestly believe that. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I just don't know if they shaved it in that style. But then again, I guess Vikings did exist, so yes, we're just trying to make it look modern or bring it back. Yeah, but would you shave it like half? Yeah, they just take the greatsword broken. They wouldn't have a shaver. They just take a greatsword and just cleave half your head off. But they would do it so well, it only got the hair. But yeah, GDQ was very fun this year. I enjoyed it a lot. The show was great. The people were excited. The interviews were mostly good. Spike Vegeta, Kung Fu Fruit Cup, and J-Hobbs are a godsend to GDQ, by the way. Without them, there would not be an incredible amount of energy that I could get into in GDQ. So, a subtle shout-outs to those three. The best thing about Spike Vegeta is he just goes, and that's his style. He is over the top with his energy, but that's what makes it. Oh yeah, no, 100% Leo. Even though it looked like from that quest that they showed, you just brought him a Shinx anyways. Unless the Shinx are going to have different ear styles. Even though Joe Merrick already said that the yellow spiked Wurmple was removed. We'll see. We'll see. That's true, Marie. Yeah, that's fair. Samurai with cute bun thing. Cute, and then they slice you in half, and you can no longer say the word cute. But yeah. GDQ did very well. They're taking more risks. I will say there was only one thing that I liked too, actually, was the commentators were actually playing. Not just the commentators, like the organizers that you use as the face of the recap. So, you know, like Kizaron and J Hobbs, Spike Vegeta, they were actually playing, which was great because that's similar to what I want from my marathons. Even if I took a step back and my marathon became multiple people showing themselves off, I would still want to be involved in some way in the show, right? They were show people becoming organizers, and it was nice to see them back on stage. You know, when Kung Fu Fruit Cup did her Beat Saber segment last GDQ summer, I think 2020, or was it during Flame Fatale? I don't remember, but the point was, like, it's nice to see them in. I'm just gonna tell you right now, though, I'm actually on the same line as many other people's opinions in one stream that I was in. I can't believe 2 Pokemon games got in. That's a mistake. Don't put 2 Pokemon games in. We don't need a reminder of, of what Pokemon is outside of one game. We could have left it at Oraz. We didn't have to do the randomizer, but the randomizer was fun. Shen and Chrism are always a pleasure to watch. Those two are great runs together. No, see, the thing is, I was at my grandfather's birthday yesterday. His 85th birthday. So I didn't get to watch the blindfolded Sekiro run. That will be one of the few I'm going back to watch. I fell asleep during Gymnast run, not because of Gymnast, just because it was at the time I was still just very tired in bed. But I want to watch that Majora's Mask any %. Pokemon Dash speedrun? Oh, God. But yeah, there were 2 things in this that I just didn't like. First of all, something I loved. There were so many world records, but I think it made sense with how many years a lot of these games have been in development. I love the guy who came out and said, oh no, Mr. Shasta, when Shasta came out, he's like, why is Metroid Dread not in here? Because nobody signed up. No, we're not doing Dread. Yes, Dread will be in at some point. Don't worry, chat. That was the best opener to GDQ. He's like, don't spam chat with where's Metroid Dread. Just let it happen. Shh. Yeah, it's too new to be in. But the thing is, Leo, they have done that before. Where, what game was it that it was like 2 or 3 weeks after it came out, it was in GDQ? They did that last year, I think, or 2 years ago. I don't remember what it was, but there was a game, that they have done it a couple of times, where the game was a month or 2 in, and they did the speedrun of it. Obviously, the time is greatly improved, but they let it in because they wanted to do something like, this is how fast a speedrun can develop. I don't remember what it was. Oh, no, I heard a lot of good things about the Sekiro run here. I do want to watch it. Say Sekiro. Five Nights at Freddy's. The horror games were actually interesting this year. A lot of unique ones. The Resident Evil 8 one was good. Resident Evil Village was an interesting speedrun to watch. That always has a lot of great ways of breaking the game. That's the nice thing, too, is horror speedruns take away a lot of the horror. Or, like, a lot of the runners will tell you when the horror is coming. Speed read? I don't know what Umineko is. That sounds like a cat thing. Wait, are you serious? Oh my god, it's just Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Hot damn. Ayo, zinger. Was it also made by... No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to shit on them. I'll shit on the game willingly. Because I'm still pissed that BDSP is as broken and unpolished as it was. Great game. Just still has the Gen 4 effect. Just has the Gen 4 effect. But yeah. The only thing I will say, the only thing I, like, just to quickly, I talked about it a lot in Discord, so I'm not going to talk about it too much live. I really think that Forbidden Memories run was out of place and should never be done again. I get it. It's like it reminds me of Golden Sun, why it wouldn't get in because it was too long and too inconsistent. Now that it's much more consistent, Golden Sun actually got into marathon runs. But that Forbidden Memories run it was completely out of place. It was different enough with how wild those times could have been and were that it just really did not. We talked about it a lot in Discord. If you want to just go look in the general chat of Discord. But Skybills is great. Nothing against her. Nothing against tastes or anything like that. Obviously, if Bad News Nate was here, it'd be like, what the fuck, man? But just... I don't know. I'm fine with taking risks. That risk felt out of place. Just not doable for me. But that's just me. That's all I'm going to say on it. What else am I going to talk about? I don't know. What else happened? Got my booster. You should too. Twitch stuff, I don't care about the Twitch drama. The Twitch drama is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen with Pokimane and Disguised Toast. They're idiots, but they're not idiots. They're brilliant idiots. She just wanted the weekend off, if you want my opinion on that whole matter. Oh, really, Broken? Yeah, like other ones where you try and manipulate to get those cards are different. The 15 mod made it 15 times faster, but it's just that type of race, that type of content is just like... That shit is overly wild. Yeah, that's all it is, Leo. That's why I don't care. Other than the fact that that type of drama could get us in trouble. Like, it started with Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, exactly. That's why I started with the 12-hour comeback stream that I talked about at the beginning of the stream. That's how I literally started 22. Hey, guys! It's your boy, 12-hour comeback after watching Avatar: The Last Airbender last week. Adore me. I have really strong opinions about it because I'm going to be really upset if it does affect Twitch because they have to make sure they only do the bare minimum so they don't break safe harbor or something like that. I don't remember enough of the legal jargon, but essentially if Twitch does more, we get in trouble. They have to do as much to moderate it as possible without over-moderating it because then we enter a territory where copyrights will destroy us. But the damages can be up to $1.8 billion, and to my knowledge, I think they're fully pursuing it. I hope they do, because fuck what she just did. Fuck how stupid she is. She's not a stupid business person. She's an incredibly intelligent businesswoman. I'm not surprised that when your content is built on... This is the only time where we're going to not talk bad, but we're going to talk about the way I see it. Do not say other names. I'm just going to talk about the specific situation. The type of content that people build on is like being the cool kid in high school. Once you're out of high school, go to university, you're no longer the cool kid. You find ways to try and become cool, and you fall flat on your face. As the not cool kid in school, I've seen it happen many times. As a teacher, I see it also happen many times. This content is the same way. When you're built around the personality and you've only gone so far and the react meta gets attacked, you have to figure out new ways to find content, and that's when you fall. That's why business takes years, not days. It does not take a cult, it takes a community. But that's not shit-talking the community of theirs. It is merely saying that the way that I see it, simply put, is they will have to stretch their necks out, and they're going to be risking hitting more and more guillotines along the way, and once their head gets chopped off, they run with their money, they get successful in some other way, that's how they do it. Her getting banned from Twitch won't matter, right? All the top people getting banned from Twitch won't matter. They'll get deals in other platforms. They have multiple avenues of revenue. That's why I don't rely on Twitch, right? That's why I'm telling you Patreon. That's why I'm trying to push for other forms of monetization. I could do this exact same thing doing this in Discord, and you guys sub on Patreon. It does not have to be done on Twitch. I just like Twitch. So, that's why it doesn't matter that she did it, that he did it, right? They can get in trouble all they want. All they're going to do is take everybody else down. So, kind of sad to see. A little disappointed, actually. Having said that, she's not immune to the drama because of the whole thing that happened on OTV? Not OTV. Was it OTV? Her whole stream group there. I don't remember if she's part of OTV. I think it's Mizkif, right? Mizkif is OTV and all them. Either way, her whole stream thing there that happened with one of the other dudes, which we're not going to talk about because it does have warnings of harassment. But that's what happens, man. You're the cool ones. Actually, when I start doing my podcast, I can talk to you about the drama that I had with the Pokemosh Pit. That was the YouTube group I was a part of, Pokemosh Pit Beta. We had a lot of issues in that. That's what it kind of. She was part of Offline TV. Okay, that's what I didn't know. I don't pay enough attention to remember off the top of my head. But if she is part of OTV, yes. That was where that drama came with Lily and all them. Ridiculous. But I could tell you all about the drama for, I can tell you all the drama in Pokemosh Pit Beta. The YouTube days. It's sad, but it did happen. And it taught me really quickly, just like in school, don't worry about not being part of a group that's going to be just nothing but drama. It's kind of glad why I trimmed down my friends quite a bit, too, and found new friends. You guys are just pleasant. Even if there is drama, you guys are pleasant. We deal with it appropriately, and the people who end up biting the bullet are probably ones that were just the problem anyways. Yes, that's the one I'm talking about, Broken. That's why I'm avoiding talking about it, because it gets into territory we don't need to say it. It's just a lot of people know about it. It went on for a very long time. You're good, by the way. Don't worry about it. But yeah, like, it's so convoluted and so stupid. It reminds me of my own dramas and my own groups of friends, and it's just like, it's not just age. I've been mature since I was a kid. I always hung out with adults, and adults that had some common sense in them. You know, not all of them, but most of them. I'm just very glad that I was taught from an early age. Your energy is not worth it to those who are just gonna waste it. Put your energy towards those who appreciate you as much as you would appreciate them. And that's why I like content creation on the whole, especially with this community. Not that I have a side community. There's no side nooblets, by the way. It's just you guys. You get all of my attention. What else is there? What else I gotta talk about? Schedule for this week I'll put out after this stream. This is not going to be a totally long stream. Stream anniversary stuff. I don't know what to expect. We may actually start the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time All Sanity. Start doing some of the incentives from Extra Life 2021. I just don't know which one yet. Not quite sure. Oh, Neverwinter. This is not Neverwinter, the long MMO, right? This is a different edition, Marie. Yeah, Trackmania won't get it. Sorry, Broken. Driving games are very tough for me to make. Yeah. Neverwinter's not an MMO? Is it like Divinity? What am I thinking of? What was the MMO that had winter in it? Not Project Winter, was it? What game am I thinking of? Oh no, Project Winter was that survival thing. Oh, they changed the look of it. What am I thinking of? My friends used to play... Yeah, there's an MMO of it. Yeah, Neverwinter... Dragonbone Vale? My friends used to play this, the MMO. That's why I was surprised that there's actually a non-MMO version of it, which is cool. Hey, take a look at it. Yeah, I don't watch them either. I've already talked about my tastes in streamers. Oh, the ancient one. Ooh. Yeah, it's newer. That's why I only knew of that. I didn't know there was actually older games. I definitely don't know anything about the D&D thing. Welcome back, Tim. Oh, my thumbs. Also, that's been another thing. I'm doing a lot of physical therapy myself, and the thumb's not doing well. So speedrunning is going to be fascinating. But with the gloves, we'll be fine. Just taking it easy. I got the Masters of Pokemon Unite, by the way. I was doing a lot of things. I'm trying to get the Battle Pass done so I can get the Absol skin for cheap. But I got the Masters again. I'm up to 1220 ELO or something like that. I don't care about the meta. I just find it hilarious that Wigglytuff is literally the anti-meta, and it's making it meta, and I'm super fucking happy about it. It just shits on Serena and, who else? Even Dragonite to an extent. It's just really funny. Yeah, exactly. Just to lower the cost. Is that the one, Suako? I don't remember Neverwinter for the ladies on the image. Trust me, I'll remember the ones with ladies on the image, just because, again, it's like TikTok. Why are there just boobs on my screen? Boobs, Aussie! Why? I came here to play a game. Why are there boobs in my face? If you want me to play the game, There could be boobs anywhere, and I'll play it. Just don't shove it right in my face immediately. I'll discover them while playing. Point is, what else? I didn't put a schedule. I didn't put out I usually put a list of stuff I want to talk about when I do these types of talking streams, which are like twice a year. Oh, Extra Life, obviously I gotta wait for the new link, but Extra Life 2022 will be happening. Year 7, let's go. I think that's a no-brainer that Charity will return this year. Of course, they'll be doing the same things. We've got the cooking stream with Chocobos. We have the Gen 6 Tetris race with Link. We have the All Sanity Ocarina of Time Rando with Logic, obviously. Super Mario 64 Randomizer, 120 star. What else is there to complete? I wrote them down in case there's anything we had to complete. Oh, by the way, that's the other thing too. Until Legends Arceus comes out, you might be thinking, well, Noob, you got 12 days. What the hell are you going to be doing? Ultimate Noob Challenge will be continuing this year until it dies. This is our final attempt number 10. We will go. It could just die within the first 10 minutes tomorrow. It could make it all the way to Legends Arceus and we win. The point is, the Ultimate Noob Challenge, because unfortunately COVID cut us short, we will be finishing this run. I don't remember how good of a run it was. I don't think it was great. Why would I load up House Party? I know what House Party is. I'm not playing House Party. I don't have a problem with characters that have boobs in my face. It's just when the ad shoves the boobs in my face. Like, you know if you're like load up Raid Shadow Legends, if the first thing that they do in the trailer is just literally shove a pair of boobs in my face, that doesn't sell me the game like it does to other people. Obviously, I'm not going to shit on designs for characters with boobs. Not because I like them, it's just they're boobs. But if your advertisement literally is, I load it up and I see you doing really weird stuff to my camera feed, yeah, obviously I'm going to be a little perturbed. I don't think I've ever even bought a game because I'm not that type of guy. Like, I can't look at cartoons and be like, oh, is that Kim Possible? Right? Like, or I don't even know what her age is, but the point is, like, I can't look at those because of that, because of exactly that, right? It's such a sketchy line, and on top of that, it's not even like my content that I go to in other times. So you know what I mean? Massive giveaways? I've never asked for games. Mobile games do giveaways? I thought they were just money sinks. But is it like, we do a giant giveaway for $20 in-game credit that will get you nothing? Think of all the dating sims. The only dating sim I considered because the combat looked good was Boyfriend Simulator. Boyfriend Dungeon? Boyfriend Dungeon. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to the secret $4,500 donation incentive of Boyfriend Dungeon. And I'm not kidding you. If we had made it to $4,500 for Sick Kids last year, I was going to play Boyfriend Dungeon for free. I think that's the only dating sim I heard that was the Colonel Sanders one. What the fuck is this one? Oh my god. I'm like, if I'm gonna play I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. If I'm going to do a dating sim, I'm just going to go out and go with the stupidest shit. Oh, man. Yeah, Boyfriend Dungeon actually looks good. That's why I was like, I don't care if it's a dating sim. The combat actually looks good. Boykes, Happy New Year's, man. Hopefully you enjoyed GDQ. I know you are a big proprietor of wanting to go back in person. Is that Hattiful Boyfriend or Hootiful? Is it different? Oh, God. It's good to see you, man. As you can see, I have a very jank green screen going. But we're there. We made it. A nice Christmas gift. That was unexpected. Sad girls, all I can't do anything in this game. Oh, those ones where it's like, this combat nurse with enormous gun and guns can't seem to shoot in the right direction. Can you point her gun in the right direction? Mind the obstacles that will happen when you're moving. Oops, the left one got in your way. Guess the guy killed your character. Now your waifu's dead. Those games? I know those games. Marie? Yes. Very much so, and it's obnoxious because he's trying to pull it down and destroy it. So there are many, 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 many holes, and I hate them. But the problem is we can't put it high enough, because when they did measurements for it, it was actually supposed to be on a stand, but there's not enough room for the stand. Even if we move the desk forward, I would have to rearrange the entire basement to make it work to be on the stand, so we decided to tape it to the wall instead. But the problem is he's a 33-inch cat. He's fucking tall. He's almost 3 feet, chat. That's almost 3 footlongs for $5, which are now $8. But the point is, he's too tall for us to put it in a place where it's either we have to put it in the condensed window, which means water's going to drip down, or it's going to hit the ledge up top because I have a port window here. Or we have to keep it here and try and teach an extremely aggressive cat to not put holes in it. Which, you know how that's going, so... Yes, he's left holes in it. The moment that he puts too many holes in it, it actually ruins the green screen. I'm just going to scrap the green screen. The green screen is not the determinant for the stream. It's a very nice addition. But if he destroys it, he destroys it. I don't want him to. Obviously, I want to maintain it. I like the idea of having a green screen. But, yeah. It's just becoming very obnoxious. He's just too destructive. Why does he have Hammer? Because he likes Hammer. I've just never even thought about him. Like, he just likes Hamtaro. That is Hamtaro, right? Is that the same character? Okay. Yeah, but the thing is, Broken, I got it for Christmas, so it wouldn't be me buying it. My parents would buy it, but it's just... Even if I get a retractable one, I don't have enough space behind me to make it work. And on top of that, you might not know this. I could show you a bit once I turn this off. How do I do that again? Come here. Filters. Filters. Filters, noob. It's like animations. Okay. So you can't tell, but if you remember the layout of my screen, I'm in a corner, so the camera actually faces a corner. So right here, these are actually two separate walls. So in order for me to cover the length of my camera, I can't shrink it anymore for some reason. It's because it's a wide angle and I can't change the angle. I would have to place the green screen on an angle, which has no space behind here. So we've thought about many, many ways of making that work. I don't know. Hamtaro and Ham could be different. Who knows? But yeah, if I was to go dating sim, it would be, for those who are wondering when I talk about dating sims, we have this system going on right now. Probably forever. But, it would be Boyfriend Dungeon or I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Can't you date the dog in this game? Isn't the dog dateable? Honestly, I don't know who I'd actually... Hatoful Boyfriend... Oh, God, what is that? I've heard of it. Oh, is this the pigeon one? Oh, that's a good first image where it says, "Yep, he's a pervert." Yippee. Yep, that's my style. How did you know, hero? How did you know those are my? That's why I'm playing. Is that why I'm playing The Legend of Heroes, or I put it on the list because I want to hear really stupid jokes from anime scenes? Oh, is that what they actually say? I've never watched Hamtaro. Was Hamtaro even on Canadian TV? It must have been at some point. Must have been. On the bright side, the game that was suggested, Trails of Cold Steel. Apparently that's the one with, like, the least offensive stuff. Apparently number 3 has a bunch of really, like a female student's trying to date a teacher or some shit like that. Like, really stupid story shit. I know it's a cute show. I don't know what I would have been watching at the time. What year would that have been, Boix? I'm just glad they're actually bringing back The Proud Family. That was a good show. That was actually really good. I watched that a lot as a kid. I don't remember enough about the messages. Obviously, it was about, it's like Blackish, where it's a show for black people, right? Like, it's a show to celebrate and talk a lot about issues and just obviously, I don't know how to describe it, but it's a good show. I like The Proud Family. They're actually bringing it back. That was early 2000s? Really? Really? Oh my god. Well, I'm really glad that the game suggestions channel is getting use. That makes me happy. I was extremely nervous doing this format, but I'm hoping to make it where it's like it's feasible and it brings a little bit of extra flavor to the channel. Okay, chat. Let's do some quick checks here. Just want to load stuff up, make sure it works. Don't worry about the background. I don't have a background for this yet. I gotta have that ready by tomorrow. I guess so. I don't know if I'm gonna use the green screen for the full stream tomorrow. It actually came out okay. It's still sparkly. I kind of want Gamma to look at it. Okay, everything's loading up pretty well. Let's just confirm. Sorry about your ears. I don't know where all the volume settings currently are. Okay, this is muted. I'm still using my old broken controller until it breaks completely. Okay, everything's loading up pretty well. If there are other things I was going to talk about I've forgotten about, I just appreciate everybody being here and coming back. It's always nerve-wracking for creators. Oh, are you serious? I'm going to restart the Ultimate Noob Challenge at Rival 2? Tree Boys! Right! It's the one where we're keeping him with Wonder Guard. It's the most OP little Trico in the world. Okay, so like I said, this run will either go 5 minutes or 7 days after tomorrow. Oh, man. Oh, God, yeah. Base 75 wrap, right. You know, Hero, I have some ideas. Let's just say Anish's images are going to get some great use. What was this run even like? Rockhead. Right. The Flaffy was okay. Amphaleo. Hypercutter. Right. This was Meta Marie. Right. She sucks except for Rollout. Arm Thrust got a buff too in this. Was this where I could farm leftovers? I have the notes anyways. I can go back to the Nuz notes. Oh, man. Oh, man. There are a lot of notes I didn't write down because I got cut off by COVID as well. That's going to be a learning curve. Because I was writing down notes for very specific things, but if there were pre-evos or stuff that I was just kind of paying attention to, I would have done it if I was still playing back in December, but because we got cut short before Christmas, there's going to be a lot of info I've lost. Do it, Suwaku. I'm in Masters now. Timberly? How did you know? I'm definitely putting Timberly in the background one day. We'll rotate them probably. It's also a good idea because what I want to do with the green screen as well is use a lot of fan art, right? So that's why originally I had Lord Sparse, the one that Broken actually did for the Lord Sparse art contest. He would be the one that would be there, but I want to rotate through him every week or two just to show off fan art. It's a good way of showing off the fan art. And I think everything pretty much, like I wear stuff that generally sits well in the backgrounds. I play it alone because I don't have a lot of friends in Masters or Ultra. Or if I do, I'm just usually playing late at night to get the quests done. I've noticed, based on the ELO, that like the gains, I'm getting plus 13 per win, minus 6 per loss. So I'm probably supposed to be 1300 or 1400 rank. I just don't care enough. I really got bored playing Greninja in rank, so I started learning Pikachu. Pikachu is a slightly, well, you know what? It's actually balanced, but in a balanced sense. Pikachu actually feels like it's a character that's doing what it's supposed to do. And I'm playing it incredibly heavily aggressive with the item choices. Choice specs, wise glasses, energy amplifier. I have an ult every minute. Or every minute and a half or something ridiculous. As many ults as Dragonite sometimes. Because that character needs a shot in the face. Stupid Dragonite meta. Sounds good, Marie. Can you actually... Tim, if you do that, I'll put it on the screen. Easily. Yeah, because they already sped up the rate that he gets the, his ult from. So, I just decided to go all out and put Energy Amplifier on. just to see how much it would do. It seems very, very quick. Which is fine. That's Pikachu. Pikachu is nothing but damage. Damage if he gets jumped on, he dies. I'm sorry? I don't know. Whatever she had in the dryer, I took out. In a basket? That's a great question. Let me see. Be right back, chat. Give me a sec. Yeah, because that was this one. It wasn't. Oh, so these are clean. Yes, those are clean. I washed my trash and stuff. But I kept the shirts. The Joe Fresh, what you're talking about, the dinner. Doesn't the chair look great on a green screen? Really, the green screen benefits the chair more than me. The green screen makes my head shine, but the green screen for the chair, it stands out. Look at it. It's Chair of the Wild. It's great. That's weird, Broken. I will say, like I said, though, my vacation was very nice, actually. 2 weeks off was very, very nice. It gave me a lot of time to think about the way I want to run content, and just run stuff in general. It was the first time I felt rested. Mostly because I was forced because of COVID. But, like actually being sick. But, I got some good gameplay in. Played a lot of Risk of Rain 2 and For the King with my friends. Tried a bit of Ceruleum Ultimate. If you're looking for a game with tons of customization, it's a monster collecting game. That game's got a lot. I've only played a couple hours because there's just so much to deal with. Ceruleum Ultimate. I posted it in chat a long time ago. One game I didn't get to playing was Star Renegades. I started reading reviews and threw myself off. I should have just played without reading reviews. I read the reviews just to make sure it's worth my time, but I already had the game. So I should have just played it. And I'm going to. But also got an I Want a Maker map done. That will be returning to Extra Life 2022. Oh, yeah, no, you got to get all into it. There's so much, Leo. Like, the customization is immense. So big. It's impressive. That's the type of thing that all the monster collectors say they want, and then they do it, and you just sit there going, okay, maybe I don't want this. Maybe Pokemon had the right idea. Even though the customization is really nice, it's mostly because eventually you'll find the best. But if you're not playing competitively, you're not playing the min-max, you just want to be like, oh, this guy works with this guy. That's what I was doing, more team synergies, until I get more resources to buy more stuff. But it's definitely not nuzlockable. A little too hard to nuzlock. One nuzlock we are going to be doing this year is Nexomon. Also, you're asking about Legends Arceus nuzlocking Suwako. It will depend. Like I said, I'm doing a genuine playthrough of it first. I would like to see if there's a way to nuzlocke Legends Arceus, where it's like if I die in the game, it's over, as well as if my Pokemon die, they're gone. But I have no idea how we would do region-based catching. I have absolutely no idea how each of those zones are going to look in Legends Arceus. Yeah, they kind of went Dragon Warrior with their attack designs. It's still visceral. I don't mind the visceral feel of the hits, but yeah, they definitely focused on adding stuff more than cleaning it up to like 2022 or 2021 sort of combat. Things that you would see from those types of games, which is okay. It's minor. Yeah, exactly. It's just, yeah, that's exactly it, right? It's a fine feature, just it won't get a lot of the current gamers. Gamers want Halo Infinite. Gamers don't want 16-bit Earthbound. That's true, Ukes. Also, first of all, Happy New Year, man. Good to see you. But something that I had figured out for Pokemon Go, if I was to play Let's Go, was it would be whatever Pokemon pops up first that I would catch, especially in a randomizer. So in that case, actually, something I did with Gen 8 was I only caught Pokemon that would pop out from the wild grass. So we don't know. We are assuming that every Pokemon's gonna be here in the wild. But what we can do is I just take all of the Pokemon in the area, I put it in a randomizer list, I click whatever Pokemon it says I'm catching, that's my catch. But again, we don't know how big these areas are going to be, so we don't know how I don't know how I'd run a Nuzlocke in it. I'm excited to figure it out. But, you know, even if it's not a Nuzlockable game, I'm just hoping to have a good time with it. Not every game has to be Nuzlocked. It doesn't have to be a Final Fantasy Tactics scenario where I figured out how to Nuzlocke a tactics game. But the game was perfect for Nuzlocking, so how could I say no? Not every game has to be done that way. But if it is doable, it'd be fun content. I think it would be interesting to do. Let's Go True Nuzlocke is super challenging. Probably. The only sucky thing is you have to catch 50 Pokemon for Koga, so you just catch like filler dumpster pokes. Plus they can run as well. Like that game you have to actually be good at throwing and then. But it's such a dumbed down system, right? It goes back to like older. It's Gen 4 split. It's basically Gen 1 meta with Gen 4 physical special split, and that's all. Rufus! Happy New Year, my friend. It's good to see my friend from the true East Coast. How is you and your tiny island doing? It's good to see you, man. GG on your tourney run, by the way. Black Belt, good to see you, man. Happy New Year. Good to see you. As you can see, we're experimenting with a green screen that's currently giving you a little bit of sparkles and me a nice alien glow. You got 40? We're supposed to get 20 tonight. We're supposed to, my uncle and aunt left their son's house from New Brunswick a day early before they were about to get plowed with like 4 feet of snow. So it's okay. We're getting our 20 centimeters tonight, supposedly, or tomorrow. So the first day of kids going back to school because of like the lockdown's not over, just the lockdown for kids in school are over because Ontario is stupid. But they might have a snow day. So they're just like, just in case, prepare for Tuesday to go back in class because Monday you're going to be buried. Although we get like, God, Ontario's gotten so weak because they'll give us a snowfall warning for 5 centimeters. And I'm sitting there going, if you've been living, even if you haven't been living in this country, I know a lot of people haven't seen snow. They don't know how slippery it is. That's why it's so funny when people told me about the southern U.S. when I used to talk to my friend from Texas, where they would get a snowfall warning with 2 centimeters of snow. And I go, what the fuck, man? You're talking to a man who could live in an igloo. Why would 2 centimeters go? Because no one's prepared for it. So they'll see a dusting of snow and just slide and you'll have more crashes than ever. I'm like, okay. So for me, 20 centimeters is just like, finally, here's a Canadian challenge. Yeah, it's good to warn for the cars. But at the same time, it's like, it's not a warning. You should just see you should see snow. It's the same thing as rain, right? With rain, you should still be worrying just because wet, hydroplane, stuff like that. If it's gonna snow, you should be warned about it anyways. Gamma, my favorite cyborg friend, with the 40. Oh my god, we're having big numbers now coming into the stream. 40-month resubscription. Continue to be a fellow noob, but sir, that is a multiple of 4. You owe me a name or class when you're able to type perfectly fine. Yes, I know, but I'm saying, like, they should know. Like, it's funny to say it's a warning. We get snow. We get ice, too, but it's usually as a result of snow. Or, like, rain, because Canada's really weird. We go from, like, -4 to 7 in rain, then it goes back down. So just freeze the rain. We're like, okay. That's what happens when you have a weather system that doesn't know what it wants to do in Canadian winters anymore. So it just decides, fuck it, we'll just roll the die. Whatever drops from the sky, we'll freeze it later. One condition changes while the other one stays the same. It's cold. Ukes, on Thursday, I will officially have been streaming for 7 years. It's my 7-year stream anniversary, January 20th, 2022. Supposedly, according to Sully Gnome, my first stream was January 20th, 2015. I have been making content, though, since December 23rd, 2011. So I've gone officially on the 11-year mark of content creation. I have actually been in, quote-unquote, in the industry, but, like, watching from outside the gates for 11 years. I know, that's what I'm saying, Broken. I find it funny because in Canada, I understand the South, like, with, not being used to it, yes, it would be an actual threat to you. But in Canada, when 5 centimeters is a snowfall warning, where it's just like, you should look at it, says 5 centimeters, and everyone should know, oh, it's a problem. Because I would think 20 centimeters is a snowfall warning, not 5, not even 2. Not here, right? We're known for it, so... It's just, it's good that we warn, obviously. We want to make sure people aren't getting hurt, and a lot of people who haven't lived here very long or have never seen winter. Shoutouts to Paude Kaiju, who first winter, they had no idea what the fuck a winter was going to be like outside of Brazil, and they're all just icicles throughout the 3 months. They got used to it really quick when they bought parkas. And then like when their family visited a few years ago, they all came in like giant parkas, but it was one of our warmer winters. So, like, they're all bundled up, snow pants and all this. It was -4 degrees. But to them, it was cold. We're just sitting out there. I have, like, a t-shirt on. I got a toque and a t-shirt, like, what's up, buds? Good to see you're, ready to go to the nuclear plant. Fully protected. I hope you enjoy the walk up the stairs with the snow on it. It's just differences. It'd be no different from me going to... It's like when I go to the tropical places, except I know what to do in a tropical place. Wear lighter clothes, lighter colors, stuff like that. Don't go bare chest. That's how you burn. Atlanta, January 2014. God, no. What was that? Yeah, exactly. They just bounce right... It's one of those things they fall for, and they just bounce right back up, stick the landing, T-pose, everything. You have an Olympic committee member just in the back from the house across the street, holds up a 10 in a skating rink. They just head over to the skating rink. They just start dancing. The beavers come out and start dancing with them. Dude, Canada's wild. Whew. Wait till you see the poker bears playing poker. Woo! They're called poker bears. Got them. Right. Right. That's what I remember. I remember that, Broken. Was that... Did that happen in New York? No, New York actually had, like, a crisis. When was that? When New York got, like... When their skyscrapers started looking like mini sandcastles. Right. Right. I remember the giant ice storm we had in 2012 in Ontario, where that actually knocked out our power for 5 days. That was scary. Never saw the 98 thing that happened in Canada and Quebec, where everything was, like, truly iced over. Rufus is old enough to remember that, though, right, Rufus? Sorry, man, I had to do it to you. I appreciate you and love you a lot. Please don't hate me for calling you older than me, because you are. But, you remember that. I don't. I was too young for that. But, I remember the blackout that we had in 2008 or 2012. That was, like, 5 days. That's the biggest that we've gotten to a crisis. We've had a couple of close calls with tornadoes in my area, but I live outside of Tornado Alley, so Tornado Alley is about 15 minutes north of me. which is hilarious, because we get a warning. It's like, you have a watch. If you were to go 5 minutes north, your watch would be a warning. And if you went 5 minutes more than that, it would go from a warning to get the fuck out. Yeah, snow blackouts are the word. Like, both suck, because if you lose the AC, it can get hot during the winter time or summertime. That's what we had. We had a heat wave knockout hours because we have above ground wires and really old generators. So my area is about 40 years old. But we were built with above ground wires. Everyone else in my town except for the super ghetto, is all underground. So, like, my girlfriend, they wouldn't get knocked out unless it was a heat wave. But during the snow time, like when my thing snapped, we lost 3 days of power, they would never experience that because all their wires built 10 years later were underground. And they'll never fix it because it's too expensive. It would take forever for them to do it. They're common? Rufus, how do you survive? People talk about going camping and living in the wild. Then you got Rufus over there who's like, dude, I have spoilable food. We just freeze everything outside. That's what I say, at least in the wintertime. That's what we did when we had the winter blackout. We just kept stuff in the snow. It was cold enough. You just had to make sure you check the temperature and make sure it wasn't going to fluctuate too much. Yeah, I wouldn't say I was making it for 11 years, Ukes. I did YouTube content, like maybe a video a week or two. Because like even if you looked at my main channel, how many videos do I officially have? I don't have that many videos for being on there for so long. Really don't. Let me see. How would I check how many total videos I have? I guess on my main channel? Like, I would definitely say if you were to ask me about my actual content creation journey, I would tell you probably 2018 was when I started super serious into trying to make moves for the benefit of growth and turning this into a part-time job. But in terms of everything else, I was just not too casual. I was in school, right? I was in university, and then even when I left university, I just didn't really know what to do. Once I met Team Pocket Aces, which is like Marie, Boss, Ox, Gamma, Zeno, Tim, that's when I started trying a lot harder because they were trying harder. I actually have people who wanted to work with me. Again, I'll save all the drama talk for the podcast I'm going to record when my throat's better. But, like, in terms of how long I've been actually producing content, I've been producing a bunch of content. But most certainly, like, all of it's good. I don't regret the majority of it, except that one that was the Harry Potter one. That one didn't go very well with the audience. May or may not have faked a British accent. If you know me and my accents, they're not very good. May or may not have done a British accent, pretending to be Harry Potter for a Halloween special one year, and insulted a shit ton of British people, to the point where the people that I worked with, who were British, came to me and be like, you need to delete that video. And I go, I'll one-up you. So the next video, which was part 2 of the Halloween special, I killed off my Harry Potter. I don't even care. No, I think I called myself Harry Noober or something like that. It's something super just like, not my finest moment. I was like, oh, it was one of my most viewed videos. Not because it was good content. It was just because I killed a really bad British accent. It's amazing how content works out sometimes. Yeah, burning yourself in the sand is definitely something that people just don't think about. Was that the ice storm? Yeah, maybe that was that epic fail. I'm really bad with time, so I'll trust you. Gamma, did you ever do pizza delivery in blackouts? That sounds like it would be a nightmare. You never wrote the scripts for us. Did you ever write scripts for us, Tim? You wrote notes for us. You did the notes for TPA, but you never did anything for my content. It was for our content, not my specifically. My content was always off the cuff. I knew what I wanted to say. I always do better without a script, which is kind of why podcasting can be a little different, because I'm going to have notes, but just to remind myself of the history so I don't mess it up too much and go off too much. I want to keep it kind of contained. Oh yeah, sunburns, yeah, because they don't think about the sun reflecting off the snow. It's a very common thing. Snow blindness and snow burns, aka sunburns off the snow. Yeah, you help Gamma, but Gamma always did scripted content because that's what he's better at. I'm much better at improv. I am most certainly an improv guy. Yeah, a lot of people for YouTube write scripts, Ukes. Lots of people. I just never got into it. I found it took away too much time, and by the time that I wrote the script, Ask Chocobos or someone who writes scripts and does regular YouTube content or like the Visual Pine. They're great at it because they know what they want to say. It helps them organize it. For my thoughts, I kind of know how I want to say it already. And if I write a script out, I find it takes all the energy out of me before I actually produce the content. You know what I mean? Yes! Oh, dude, I love Colin Mockery, though. I love Who's Line. That was one of my favorite shows to watch. Still is. Wayne Brady, Ryan Stiles, Colin Mockery, and all of their like, there's a couple of people on there I don't like, but like the majority of the improv artists, I love them. Great groups. He's great. The other guy that looks like Vigoro from Skies of Arcadia, he's great too. You don't like Aisha Tyler? I love Aisha Tyler. I think she's never gonna be Drew Carey, but it's also a completely different time. Aisha Tyler gets the job done. She definitely is good. She's not going to be the face of Who's Line, but I don't think that was ever the point. She's just the host. Hostess. But, like, she hosts well. Well, it's completely different content, too, right? Way different content. Yeah, I did keywords at improv. Fun fact, I used to be a great memorizer. Now I can't memorize for shit. Or I can. Well, I can. That's a lie. But I don't memorize 5-10 minute scripts anymore. Like, I would not memorize an entire... If you gave me a speech to say, I would not memorize a 5, 10, 15 minute speech anymore. That'd be very difficult for me. I very much use cues. But I also just sell things way better. I'll practice. Like, the one thing that I did when I did that Lumberjack advertisement for Tennessee, that was hard for me, but also because I had to hit the right intonation for the parts of the advertisement. And once I learned that a lot of my geniusness in high school was just memorization, like I still struggle with mental math because it was all memorization. I just wish I had learned the way the kids learn now. You might think, noob, it's ridiculous. It is, but it's strong. It's very useful. It's very useful for them to learn it in multiple ways. Yeah, you don't need to know why 4 times 4 equals 16. You don't care if 4 times 4 equals 16. But for a brain like mine that learned in such unique ways, learning the why would have been so helpful. I didn't know she was an archer. But I was a great memorizer. And I learned really well, obviously. I'm not just like a dude who could read off the lines and then just be successful, right? I did learn a lot. Apparently somewhere along the way to be a villain apologist, but I did learn a lot in school. I was very smart. I am very smart. I like to believe I am a very creative and have very unique perspectives on things that are not unique enough that would make you go, noob, that's stupid, right? I think in very, very experienced ways, I guess. Yeah, that's the way I would say it, Heroes. Aisha Tyler just makes it different. Dyspraxia, that's number dyslexia, right, Ukes? Or is that different? I've always been concerned about my short-term memory. My memory is strange. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to remember. Everything is dis, and then something comes after. I'm like, yeah, gotta remember all the terms I learned in kinesiology, and dyspraxia was not a term we learned. I can tell you itis is an inflammation. $20,000. Boom. Itis is an inflammation. So when people say they have, like, if they said they have, like, water-itis, it's like, yeah, no you don't. You don't have an inflammation of your water. That's just stupid. I'll remember it. Yeah, I've evolved over the years, Rufus. You're very much an audio learner. I can see that. I used to be a big visual learner and a kinesthetic learner, like a manipulable learner, like using manipulatives and hands-on learning, basically. What's the word they use? Tactile. There we go. Tactile learner. I was a very visual tactile learner. I suck when you just tell me something. Now, as a 30-year-old, I'm all three. It's like I have to see it, hear it, and do it. Otherwise, woo! That's why streaming stuff, like tech stuff, ask Gamma, ask Nimbus, ask Jez. If I'm not doing, listening, and reading it, it's just not going to happen. It's just not happening. I need to be completely in the learning. Not just you give me instructions. You tell me to clean a toy, I'm going to be like, what the hell does that mean? I could do it, but I'm going to be like this weird, like, I know what to do relatively, but you need to explain to me in detail and everything and have my hand on the scrubber. Not a thing where you be in golf where the person goes behind the other person, helps them guide the putt in. I'm the guy holding the putter. I need someone to, you know what? No, but the point is I need that. I need that much guidance, okay? Finding gross motor skills. Neural net. Oh, interesting. Maybe I've heard of that before. That sounds familiar. I've just never heard the actual... I don't remember the medical or the scientific term for it. Interesting. I have a gross motor tic, and that throws off my learning sometimes. Never show it on stream. Actually, well, no, I hope you don't. I hope you never see it. It's just me, like, flickering. They thought it was more autistic behavior, but they determined that my symptoms are autistic, but I'm not on the autistic spectrum. Yeah, you are with this, but you said that first, so. But is this like gross as in gross domestic product, or you just gross like you're in gross in domestic value? You just own a bunch of money? Oh, there you go. Man sporting a fat wallet. What else do we got here? I think that's it. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Rufus, is that's why I like working from home. It feels like a much better environment for me to learn. Like, learning online has been good for me because I can listen to it, read it, and interact with it nonstop. In classes, I didn't always get that experience. But, oh my god, I forgot to take down peak content. How long has that been up there for? In class, when I was learning in class, I just didn't get always the same effect because some teachers were great, some teachers weren't. That's why I try to do an all-encompassing sort of learning style. That's what's going to be tough with the supply work, is trying to figure out whether or not I can make... Well, every lesson can be done that way. It's just knowing how to do it. It's all peak. True, Tim. Never heard a truer thing said in my life. That's a lie. Wait, really, Marie? Interesting. Wait, because the dog is excited or nervous? Like, does Harley get nervous when she sees another dog, or... Like, they're just, like, too curious and now they just want to meet the dog? Oh, she wants to go say hi. Okay. My friend actually, his parents just got an 8-week-old collie named Oakley. Oh, that's cool, Boix. Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, 100%. Learning is so complex. The reason why, if you never understood the process of education, you don't need to understand the process of education. You just need to respect how hard it is, right? You just really need to respect how hard it is. It is not easy being a teacher. It's not, right? I'm a teacher, right? I've done it for, I've taught martial arts, and I've taught math and English, phys ed, and geography. It's not easy, and it's not because it's hard work. There is always that constant worry that you have not diversified the learning styles enough. Sorry. Rufus said it correctly. It's not easy to be a good teacher. Anybody can teach. The whole joke of those who can't do teach, and those who can't teach phys ed. Hi, I teach phys ed. But the fact of the matter is, I couldn't do well either. But I sure as hell can explain to you and make you do it better. So let's put it this way. If Rufus and I were to learn a speed run, I can guarantee you right now, he'd be a better speedrunner than me, but I could teach it better to him. Not because he's not a good teacher, but because I could figure out what Rufus needs to, and like how Rufus needs to learn it, and I could word it in a way where he can visualize the movements. And his manual dexterity will be so finely developed because I know how to take a look at that and analyze that. I can't do it with my own hands, right? I can't throw a perfect 360 kick anymore. but I can teach anyone else how to throw a 360 kick because I know the movements of it. Same thing with, a lot of esports players or a lot of sports coaches. Like, a lot of coaches are players that never made it big, or maybe they did make it big, but most don't make it big, but they're just so good at clinically understanding the game and being able to articulate that to other people. They're just better mentors. That doesn't mean they're worse players. I mean, objectively, they are numbers-wise. But success-wise, some people are just better being the support class, right? Being the coaches, being the development team. That's nothing bad. That's why it's always a team effort. That's why with learning, the focus is always on the student. But parents and teachers and administrative staff and principals and mentors and public speakers and those who are on field trips, every single person matters and has to be involved and do the best to make that all-encompassing education. Because not just because it's good, that's how much you need. You don't know how much all of that stuff matters with how you understand what you learned today. You really will never grasp. You might think it's just 8 teachers in elementary and 4 in high school and however many professors you had in post-secondary if you did that. Or maybe those 3 people who trained you at work. You have no idea how many people brought you to the level or the state of education and knowledge you have today. It's like understanding the galaxy to me with how much I've been involved in education. It depends, Ukes. A lot of people hate online learning, but that's also because the system doesn't really celebrate online learning or nourish it. So a lot of people hate it. But people learned in class just as poorly. Right? That was my favorite thing I ever heard. People always complain about online learning sucks. They need to be there. What, so they could talk with friends? Because guess what? Social development can happen digitally and in person. Some like it more than others. But the reality is we've always done it one way. And all those people who needed those online learning, we're not talking about them because they're the ones succeeding. Even if the 75% of kids are better in class, well, guess what? There were 25% of kids we were leaving behind. Why can't we teach to 100% and do 100%? Because you don't have a system that wants to do that. Or because it's either too much work for them, too much money for them, whatever, right? Reality is, a lot of things are not as good as they can be because the people who are in charge don't want to do it. They know how much extra work it would be for everybody. But if you tell me it's my job, and I care enough about that job, I don't like TikTok, I don't like Instagram, guess what? I'm going to be making content. I might just release one tomorrow. That was kind of the plan, actually. But I might just release it, and I'm making content. Broken's building those videos for me, and I'm farming content off of old clips. I hate it. It's my job, though. And I do it, and I care about it. Don't dare me. I don't take dares. I take triple dog dares. I don't take normal dares. Do it. Okay, fine. I'll do it. You can't even guess what type of content is going to be released. You're not ready for obligatory filler content for TikTok. You're just not. My series is literally going to be obligatory filler content. And I kid you not, it's going to be me staring at a light. That's my content. And if that gets 4,000 likes, I give up on society and the human condition. Because guess what? A lot of that will do it. Yeah, it's our favorite cyborg friend. Oh, God, dude. Can you imagine me? Okay, 10,000 to sick kids and I'll floss. Just like, I still owe Rufus 4 Klondike bars. I'm not forgetting that. I'm a man of my word. If I say you're getting something, you're getting something. By the way, let me show you really quickly. Let me get this. We're good? Okay. Here are the Extra Life prizes. Okay? So I went to the post office. And I've never shipped anything. Turns out I need to make an international shipping label for a lot of you, and I'm not blaming you for living in the UK. But one thing I'm never doing ever again is this canvas. Do you know how much this canvas is going to cost me to send to Kari? And it's not their fault. I didn't know this. That canvas alone? No. Rufus, no. More like $250. That price is the cargo, Rufus. That is not even the painting. The painting is about $150. So my sister is clearly a Picasso. Holy crap. It's okay. Yeah, international shipping is terrible, as I have learned, because cargo shipping, which takes about 2.5 months, is about $63 Canadian. Yeah, well, here's the thing, officer. I want to be nice and give people stuff. Now, having said that, it will be shipped out. I've already made the announcement. I'm just going to make the announcement one more time. All of this will be shipped out. Do not worry about the price. Don't tell me, you know what, don't give me the prize. You're getting the fucking prize. I just need to wait to get some money, and then I will ship it out to you. In fact, the one Canadian person who won already has theirs on their way. So that individual will receive their dice bag ahead of schedule. But everybody else, luckily, the dice bags are very small, so they're not going to be that expensive. It's just the canvas because of its pure size. Even the post office was like, we can't even give you a box that big. You have to go find a box to fit it. I'm like, it's 2 feet by 1 foot. Are you kidding me? And it weighs nothing. But that thing alone is going to cost me over $200. So I'm just waiting for some money to come in, and then we'll go from that. Holy crap, Rufus. What the fuck, man? Poster style box? No, it doesn't roll up. It's a canvas. It's wood. So I'm going to have to find a box that's long enough. Yeah, cargo shipping is the cheapest. It just takes the longest, which I don't care about. I don't care about it being, I don't care about it being expensive. And I agree, Black Belt. That's usually it. The people who are the best at it aren't the ones that can explain it. Because they just know how to do it. Which is not a bad thing. Like, your dad is probably an engineer genius. But it's like Einstein. Einstein couldn't teach it because he couldn't explain it at the dumbest level. He just knew how to do it really well. We need people like that. We need people who are super brilliant and really good at their job. And we need people who are good enough at the job that they can explain it to others. Not good enough like they're going to be a collateral, like they're going to be collateral damage. But we just need people who are good with that, right? That's all. Yeah, I didn't know that, Leo. Yeah, that's going to be funny, too. I have to put a price value on this, and I'm just sitting here going, oh, this is going to be hilarious. Yeah, so they donated $15 to sick kids, so the price value is like $15. Maybe $15.25 for the extra tiny little, I put in an extra gift for everybody, which adds no weight whatsoever. It's a nice little, you'll see when you get it. It's a surprise. Not even Patreon knows, actually. But everybody who did win a prize this year will get a slightly additional bonus that I came up with during my 2-week vacation. But essentially, let's put it this way. Unless I become a big-time streamer with a lot of money, prizes will not be that large anymore. But that's okay. Luckily, I will say that the cross-stitch is not going to cost that much, even though the package is larger. So, like, probably the cross-stitch is as big as I can go. I should insure it. Value at the most expensive. Oh, wait, insurance. What do you mean? The insurance costs and value it the most expensive. How would I do that though? Rufus, teach me the ways. Are you serious? Wait, officer's gonna cost you guys something too? Oh, I don't want to make you guys pay for stuff. That's not the idea at all. Find out how much it costs to insure the package. Oh god, is Canada Post good at that? Probably Ukes. Yeah, I gotta put the music in the back. What's the big song being used right now? Helicopter? What if I just stood there and spun a string to the helicopter song on TikTok? Would that make me like have enough money to buy like enough food for my family for Christmas? As a gift. So I should be sending it as gifts then. I didn't know you could actually choose to send it as a gift. Oh, because it's either gift or sales, right? Because I could be a company. Like, I could be like an independent company. Right. Alright. Well, it's a good thing you didn't win anything, officer. Yes. Yeah. I can already tell you I know one of the prizes for this year's Extra Life, and it's been a very sought-out piece of product that people have been asking. I said it once, and for years people have been like, where the hell is this dude? guaranteed it's gonna have so many donations. I'm being a little cocky because I know it will get the donations because it's gonna look fucking phenomenal. Oh, interesting. That's weird. Shit, I feel bad. Okay. I should have made that clear then. I don't want anybody paying for their stuff. That wasn't my intention to make prizes that people would have to pay to have it released as more than gifts. Because, well, but then again, everything that I'm giving should be small enough that it should be a gift. Even the canvas should be cheap enough, right? I don't think the picture would be worse. Because they're not too expensive. Nothing in this package is over $25. And everything else that was more was done digitally. And then I helped I paid for the shipping that Marie did for the Game Boy Redux and stuff like that, so $350 to insure up to $100, and so insure it then say it's $100. Wait, what? Why am I paying people $100 now? They wanted to sell you on a subscription plan for butane gas? Butane? Butane gas? The fuck is butane gas? That's another habit I've gotten into. I ask a lot of questions, so I'm like, you know what? Let's just ask Google a lot. Butane. Fuel for your stove. Who still uses a butane stove? Do people still use gas stoves? I thought electric was just the thing. Oh! Okay, well then I'll tell you this. I did put a card in every package, so yeah, it'll look like a gift. I did add a little card. Very small, very oh, I can show you that. I'll show you one of the extras. This is what I put in. Just a nice little thank you card. Oh, wait, yes, with a holographic ProPok J. 100%, or ProPok E1, I guess. That's all I put into it. Just a nice little thing. I don't know. Oh, I mean, the solicitors don't know, Leo. You should just tell them, be like, please never call me again. I can't use your butane gas. Oh, it's used for camping. Got it. Oh, I see what you're saying, Rufus. But it's not $100. Good God, man. I just have $100 sitting around. Well, if it's any luck like I got with my driver's test, a lot of people got the nice people, and I got the cranky bitch. Admittedly, she was very nice to me, but she was the cranky one. No, I don't understand. I don't get how I value it, then send money that I don't have to people. I need to be able to touch it. Is there a manipulative? Is there a manipulable I can touch while you explain the $100? Rufus, I need you to e-transfer me $100 so I can take it out of my account and touch it so I understand. If it gets lost, the shipper will pay me, and then I can send that. What? Your heat? Oh yeah, our heat's electricity now. I don't think I could ever buy a gas furnace. That shit scares me. I'm already afraid of propane tanks exploding on me. The last thing I need is my house powered on gas. I am not Hank Hill. I cannot just, sell propane and propane accessories to everything. If it gets lost, the shipper will pay me. Wait, what shipper will pay me? Oh, because it's insurance. So I get paid $100 because they lost it, and then I send them $100. Why not just give them $100 then? Oh, that's a much better. I guess I hope you lose your dice bag so you make $100 off insurance. I pay $350, but they'll give me $100. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you, Hero. I would get the $100 insurance, then I send the $100. Damn. So okay. So here's the plan. Who works in the post office? This is what I need you to do. I need you to pick up my packages. Impotent. And then what ends up happening is you lose it. I'm pretty sure what I'm talking about right now is a federal offense. All I'm trying to do is be Mr. Beast, but with other people's money, which I'm pretty sure Mr. Beast already technically does. But what I'm doing is illegal, so, you know, I'm not a philanthropist, I'm a felon. Yeah, okay, yeah. Anyways, Legends Arceus is great, guys. I really think that Legends Arceus is going to be the greatest Pokemon game that's ever going to be released. Please ignore the crime. Look, a guy can't be evil if he draws like this, okay? This is my Dunsparce. How could I be a criminal? Truly. Yeah, you feel it? Yeah, exactly, Leo. Yeah. When I punched that man, he just happened to extend his neck and caught it with his trachea. So when I broke his trachea, really I was aiming to break his nose, which is non-lethal, but then he got himself destroyed. That's not my fault. But sir, you threw the punch. Yeah, but the punch had different intention. Same thing here. I'm not trying to commit a felony. I'm just trying to give a friend $100. Without having the $100. He tripped and she fell. No, she tripped and he fell. That's my favorite explanation. You mean you two weren't sleeping together? No. So she tripped and he fell. Oh my god. Chaotic evil. Nah, man, What was my alignment you came up with me, Marie, with the way I play? I'm chaotic good? Or I'm like lawful bad or something? I'm on the side of I get the job done with morals, with moral fluency. I'm lawful good? Would you say my monk that punched out the Gravekeeper was lawful good, Tim? I know it does, Hero. I know. I play enough Chaos, man. I play randomizers. Lawful neutral? That's probably me. Yeah, that's probably me, Rufus. Thank you, Marie. That's going on TikTok. That's all your clips are just going on TikTok now. It's the easiest thing. You guys are great. Honestly, like every creator says it, we do appreciate your clips. It's literally helping the content. Serenity, good to see you. Happy New Year. I can say that with a voice now. With a non-COVID voice. Mostly. 98% non-COVID voice. How are you today? I'm definitely lawful. I can't play evil, man. When I play evil... See, the problem is, whenever I talk about what did the Gravekeeper do? Okay, so the Gravekeeper was trying to get us to explore a tomb, but the tomb seemed to be evil, and then what ended up happening was one of my friends was trying to rob the grave, so they robbed it, and she saw and she was going to alert the guards. So I, like, rolled a nat 20 plus modifier, so I had, like, a 25 powered fist. Maybe knock her beyond unconscious. Not dead, but pretty wrecked. And we put her in bed. I said to leave some money and an apology letter, but one of my friends wanted to explain the situation. So I may or may not have climbed out of the crypt. Over the fence, I couldn't, though. I wanted to climb out, and if they wanted to explain it, I would dissociate from the team. I mean, I'm like Drax. I'm like Drax. I'm just like, that needs to die. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what to do, because the thing is, they all wanted to rob the crypt. I didn't want to rob the crypt because we thought it was dangerous, right? They said there was like some magical thing that they saw on it that could be cursed. So I'm like, why the hell would we open a cursed thing? But all my friends are more chaotic than me, so they wanted to open it, and I'm just like, I guess I'll watch, and I'll keep watching, make sure nothing happens. So they opened it, and then the Gravekeeper caught it. So just, and then they were all trying. The problem was they were all trying to like talk for multiple minutes, trying to make the solution. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this in my own hands because my character is very much focused on trying to get his family back. So I took it in my own hands and shoved my hands through her face. Except it was a little more powerful than I wanted to, because I was just gonna be like, all right, I'm going for a light. I just sock her to try and incapacitate her, but then it turned out, based on my strength or whatever check I did, I essentially, like, super slobber knocked her to death. Like, to, like, 1 inch from death. So, it wasn't the intended thing. it was just all of a sudden I got He-Man energy that rammed my fist through her skull. So I wanted to, I felt bad. I just like, I want to say sorry, but she's not, because the other thing was they wanted to wait until she woke up, but I'm like, by the time they wake up, the guard's going to wonder why we haven't left the crypt, because it was blocked by guards. She had to get special permission to get us in. So I'm like, if we wait here, they're all going to ambush us. And now we have a nearly dead gravekeeper. We're not going to get out of jail. Also, my friend got in trouble for bathing in the public well. So, you know, it's like, this is the quality of thinking that I'm dealing with. Is trying to get teachers to work in healthcare temporarily on PEI. Oh, boy. Don't worry, man. We're not reporting COVID cases in schools anymore. And if kids get sick, we're not isolating them either. Well, that's what I was saying, Leo, is why are we robbing the dead? Because it was potentially linked to the thing we were trying to do, but we didn't know. This is also my friend who wanted to sell off a dragon head for an entire campaign when it had nothing to do with anything. She just wanted to sell the dragon head. Oh, you did get it, Serenity? I'm sorry to hear that. I know you were talking about that on your stream. You said you were, like, hanging out with a friend's daughter or something like that. That sucks. You know, Broken, I'm still working on that campaign. I haven't started, but I know what I want to do with the campaign. If you guys are more free than my friends, I could do it. I'm just not very good at anything when it comes to, like, knowing how to run it. Like, I could build you a story. I just hope the story isn't shit. Be easy on me. I am not great. Are you playing later tonight? What's D7D? Is that the new edition? Or is that D&D you were going for? D&D. That's the... Yeah. Yeah, I know. Same thing with my game. I was building bosses in my co-op survival game, which for those who didn't hear, it is going well. I'm starting to work on money. Or money. I'm starting to work on numbers. I was thinking of money because that's the numbers. Started to work on numbers, and I realized some of these characters are way more interesting than others, to the point where one has, like, triple the amount of semantics, or triple the amount of mechanics it's supposed to have. But I'm like, you know what? That's why you write goals and notes. I have so many notes and goals that I'm actually aiming for. It's the most organized game thing I've ever done, but at the same time, my mobile board game still has so much development in it. Yeah, exactly. One Sunday you play, next Sunday you DM. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that should be fun, Ukes. Just because. Really, Marie? I think with D&D, I don't know, man. It's so hard for me. I think I'm more Pathfinder. I just like combat. I like combat, and I like making those decisions. It's kind of like, you know, like Slay the Spire, where you make the decisions like instance by instance. That's what my co-op survival game is it's instance based, right? Rather than it being like a long like there's a plot to it, but it's not like one long campaign like D&D. But when I'm looking at the campaign I'm trying to make and want to make, it's very like lots of places you could go with very logical restrictions, just because it would be too tough in my mind to build a story to let that much freedom happen. Kind of like what you did with our one-shot, Marie, but like a little bit less than that. Like a lot of things would just be generic strengths, which I'm pretty sure DMs do. But like I know what you could do in it. I just have to write it out and build the semantics into it. It happens, Leo. I know half your podcast is about D&D. It's called Dungeons and Downloads. By the way, if you want to listen to Sag and Rufus's podcast, Dungeons and Downloads, you can listen to that when Noob's Notebook comes out. I think that's going to be the name of my podcast, is Noob's Notebook. Because it's a lot of stories about just everything. Just kind of talking about things about streaming. Also, I should mention, I guess, my Fiverr. I do talk about my Fiverr, my charisma coaching. I am going to be building a Twitch one. It's not for It's not for streaming advice. It's for advice on camera when you're on Twitch or when you're doing live content. But it's going to be catered towards streamers. Just because a lot of people who have contacted me, they're actually like starting on Instagram for the first time or starting on Twitch for the first time. So I'm like, they looked at it like, yeah, you knew Twitch, and that's why I was curious about it. I go, well, Why not just make this job about that then? So I can have the people who are doing their business meetings. That's one gig, and then the other gig will be specifically for content creation. I'd like to believe, I don't think that many people have lied to me about my ability to be an on-camera personality. So why not educate people about what I know? A lot of it's self-taught, actually. It's the one thing of all the things that I've done in my life, I hate self-learning. I love learning with others. Public speaking was the one thing I learned by myself because a lot of people that I knew sucked at public speaking and suck at public speaking. So I just kind of did it myself, and I enjoyed it. It's the one thing I actually enjoyed learning. Still not perfect at it. Still gotta get good at the vocal strength. Nice, Leo. Yes, that's my friend who plays a lot of D&D and Pathfinder. He told me that. It's just prep a general, like, schematic skeleton. Marie was telling me that too. Marie, boss, a lot of people were giving me advice on it. They're like, build a skeleton of it, build very generic characters, just kind of roll with what they do. Because otherwise, if you over-prepare, a lot of it just gets thrown out. It's a lot of waste of your time and probably, if anything, frustrates you more that the story had plans. Luckily, mine's based in lore of a game that I was building. All of Season 1? Are you selling yourself that hard, Rufus? I don't listen to podcasts often, though. I get into it. I was watching you guys for a while. Mainly because you wanted me to moderate you, but that fell off, and I apologize for that. I did say I was going to be free for that, and I failed. Ah, cool, bro. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it, is you never dump it, you just kind of put it to the side. That's what my friend learned really quickly when he was doing DMing for a couple of campaigns for us. It's just, don't worry about what we think we're going to do. Just, you know, go with what we do, and then make that happen. And the inevitability is, like, the campaign we were doing had a shapeshifter in it. It's been months since we've played that, so if we ever go back to it, we're so fucked. The shapeshifter's gonna eat us. It's over. Like, first of all, it's a shapeshifter. Second of all, it's just gonna eat us. we're screwed. Speaking of screwed, I gotta get my login here actually really quickly. Let's actually check. Let's test the capture card. That's the final test I gotta do for the day. What is over there? Come over here. What are you doing? You come over here. You move over here too. Testing stream input. Interesting. So this fire's doing more tests? Holy crap. Calm down. Okay. Oh, one thing I should mention, by the way, just to go back really quickly to the buy my stream time thing before I stand up. I was just thinking about this. If you're on Patreon or you're doing like monthly things, if I miss it live, obviously we have a channel in the Discord that you can tell me, hey, I want to put my subscription that I did offline towards this. And like I said, we'll handle it privately, where I'll just be like, can you show me the screenshot of the subscription? And then we go from there. But also, you don't have to always give to the same game all the time. You do have to give all of the one dose of monetary support. So if you do a tier 1 sub, that's $2.50 towards one of the things. You can't do like $1 to one, $1.50 to another. I think that'd just be a little too hard to track and kind of weird. Because I do want to track based on the increments so I can see how my pricing works compared to revenue to see if it's worth it for people to do the Buy My Stream Time program. But never feel like you're locked into one game. And if a game gets over support, so let's say you need like $10 left, but you like gifted 5 subs, you will be able to do any spillover to another goal. So like if you had $12.50 to give and the one game only needed $10, you could put the $10 to finish off the goal and then the $2.50 to like another goal. Just to make that clear, I'm not unreasonable by any stretch. Actually didn't even think of this. With the green screen, that means I don't need a border anymore. Because with the green screen, that means I can actually show myself and expand myself on. Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. Hot damn, Pruden, Happy New Year, man. Good to see you. Sorry, I had to screw with you on this one, but like, it's 12 days. I have to. We have to. We have to talk about the thing that is Legends Arceus. How you doing, man? Good to talk to you finally. It's been a little while. Hopefully you're well. Yeah, because I thought about it, I'm like, it's gonna be weird because I gotta put some kind of background to all my scenes. And again, if Milo breaks it, we just go back to the borders and everything. No big deal. Nothing wrong with that. I just hope he doesn't break it. And the lighting is weird too. That's where Gamma comes in when he's feeling better, or anybody who's good at the tech stuff. But with green screens, we can do some fun stuff. Like, it makes it a lot easier as well, like, as long as we can get rid of this stuff. But the one thing that I look forward to is it's very easy to show data with a green screen now, which is nice. Wait, is it your birthday in 18 minutes? What's giving me my starter? I was thinking about this, Leo. What is it? Oshawott, Cyndaquil, Rowlet. Probably Rowlet. It's probably gonna be Rowlet. Sleep well, Ukes. Thanks for coming out, man. Remember, I'm live again tomorrow and Thursday for my 7 years on Twitch. Just to keep that in mind, the Ultimate Noob Challenge will be on the docket. My holidays were very good, Pruden. I am about 98% healed from COVID. And I have had a lot of time to reflect on how I want to stream, how serious I am about it. Got a job as a supply teacher in 2 school boards, which means I'm probably going to be switching over to afternoons or evening streams if I have to. Charity is looking really good. I'm very excited to keep doing that. Just a lot of work and a lot of focus on that. I've always been a fan. I've always been a fan of Feraligatr. I liked Oshawott, but if you make me choose between that and Rowlet, I like the little Archer. I like the little Archer poke. Oh, really? I like Samurott. I don't mind. It's not. What was it? What were the 5 in there? Oshawott. Was it Snivy? Snivy Gen. Yeah, Snivy was Gen 5. Serperior's like, it looks good, but whatever. Embor's good too. I like Embor a lot. Samurott's cool. I just like the concept of using the shell as a slashing tool. That's really cool to me. But yeah, it'll probably be Rowlet, I think. You have animated emotes, Soft? I still haven't got. They said they'll give them by the end of January. But yeah, 7 years. Officially, I was saying the numbers before, Soft. Soft? Serenity. Serenity. There you go. I just don't like calling people Soft. Trauma. But December 23rd, 2021 was my 11-year anniversary of creating online content because I started on YouTube back in 2010 or 2011. So officially or unofficially or solely gnome officially, apparently my first stream was January 20th, 2015. So it will be 7 years on Twitch, 11 years of online content creation. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Sreddy. It feels strange because a lot of people tell me, how the hell have you been doing this for 7 years and you're still an average viewership of 10? And I go, well, because for the first 7 years, like from 2011 to like 2018, I didn't really know what I was doing. I still don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not a good business guy, right? Oh my god, let's see this. Hold on. Oh no. You know what this means? Watch this. You ready for this? Okay, first of all, I gotta turn off the ticker because it's not correct. Where is it? I can turn this off. Or I can, oh, even better, watch this. So I can bring this down. So what I like about this overlay is Gamma was very smart on, or Xeno was very smart on this. I can just do this. And then, the inevitable. Expand new, oh no, you see underneath! Hold on. We're good. I don't want to just be a disembodied head, though. Here we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I just reduce sizes on all fronts. Yeah. Oh, that's really cool, actually. This is the first time I ever get to do this. Excuse me while I, after 7 years of content, I can just build something stupid like that. And as you can see, that's where 7 years of experience pays out, where you just don't know what you're doing still. But the important thing is I've enjoyed the ride. I've enjoyed the company. I'm very glad that we have had a wonderful community that we have built that I can enjoy. We can enjoy together. Oh, God, please work. Please work. Oh, no, it's lagged. Hold on. You know, Suako, as cheesy and as stupid as it sounds, kind of true. No, is audio broken again? This is why I wanted to test. I forget how I fixed this last time. It's delayed audio again. Shit. This happened before when I redid my OBS, so it's happening again. I don't know how I fixed it before. Oh, that sucks, Leo. I know. I feel really bad, too, because if I stream at night, there's going to be a lot of people who are not going to be able to watch, but there'll always be the VODs. I'll still be talking a lot in Discord. If you haven't noticed, I've been trying to talk a lot on Discord and Twitter. Because, like, the inevitability is if I'm going to be working 6 to 6 days, like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. days, I'm going to have to stream, like, 8 to midnight and be a tired wreck. But that's just how it's going to be, unfortunately. If I can make the money to make stream better or just make my life better in terms of everything, then I'd rather go from there. What the fuck? Oh, did I break it? Oh, no. Why did it break? Hold on. What did I do? Wait, what the Wait. Wait a minute. What the hell is this? I hate when it has this delay. That's so strange. Does that happen? What if I just made this capture audio only? Sorry, guys. I have to play with this. This is why we have a test stream. This is a test stream. This is a test. Okay. And now I do game capture audio. No? Damn it. Oh, this is so weird being this big on screen. Isn't that cool, though? Little newbies leveling up. I became a supply teacher for my my region, Rufus. And I like how they say, you might get work. And I'm like, no, I'm getting work. It's COVID. And all the teachers are nervous, including myself. The difference is, I need money. And maybe a lot of kids need a little bit of a iron fisted bubble wrap treatment. A lot of whippersnappers that need to be slapped a little bit into place, and I got just the energy to do it. Because my sister teaches grade 1. She's an elementary school teacher. And her energy for those kids are just like, all hype and poppy and preppy and all this other stuff. And I'm sitting there going like, if I have to sing a song, I will punch my own face. I cannot do the fun children stuff. When you know when they're all like dancing around, you have to join them in the dancing. Yeah. No, I'm unfortunately that old man. Not old man, but I'm that guy who sits on the side. I'm like, they're having fun. Let them have their fun, and that's it. That's all I can do. Where do I put myself on Unite usually? Well, I'm still trying to get the audio thing to work. If I do wave out again. Okay, sometimes if I switch screens, it fixes itself. Damn it. Oh, on the bright side, this is why we test. I don't know why it worked before, and now it's not working. What's the delay? There's a delay on your side just to make sure, right? With the clicks. It's about half a second? Not even. Sounds good, Serenity. Take care. Oh, hey, you got the new lurk command. I also slipped in a couple of new lurky things. it's still there. Shit, that's so strange. It was fine before. I had 3 before, now we're up to 5. I just decided, you know, let's throw some lurk stuff in there. I thought it'd be nice. I always thought, like, lurk commands were, like, people were saying, like, lurk commands are kind of a lot of things that people do. So I'm like, alright, I'll make my own lurk command, which I did last year, but then I decided, I'm like, you know what? Let's make them unique and have one that, like, shuffles through so you just get random things that happen. But that's one of the newest ones that I came up with. They're all just sort of neutral and good feeling. But don't farm it, because if you farm the lurk, it kind of ruins the point of lurking, right? Don't ruin the fun for lurkers. They're having a fun time not talking in chat. Okay, I'm going to grab my dinner really quickly, then we'll figure this out. I'm not sure what I did differently here, but... God, why is my camera always slightly off? I think this is actually the shirt and the position I had when I made ProPok Y. Let's see. Yep. Yep, yeah, see, that's why it's called ProPok. Yep. 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 Baby. You guys have been great, thank you. I'm also gonna go fill up this 1-liter bottle of water, which is gonna take 3 minutes. So give me some time, please. Thank you for your patience, guys. That was peak content. Thank you. I need to sign in first really quickly. Ah, man, that delay is still there. I just gotta get the login going, because I'm trying to get the 21-day login. I'm up to 15. Essentially, I'm not trying to pay. The point of the battle pass is to get the Absol skin, but I don't want to. If I have to pay to get the extra 10 levels, it's going to cost me more money. I'd rather not have to pay that. I'm at level 38, and I have 15 days or 14 days. I was actually very excited to fire up stream. It's I was very happy to be back. The official start was supposed to be tomorrow, but I figured let's give it a try with It's noticeable. Let's give it a try. Oh god, what was I trying to say? Let's give it a try with a test stream just to make sure OBS isn't shit in the bed again, and it's not. So, well, it is in this case, but it's always shit in the bed in this one. I'm not gonna worry about that money. I'm up to 4K, which is nice. Login daily. Yeah, see, I didn't get this. which is a shame. Still week 4, interesting. So I got 7 days, so I gotta log in every day next week. Still off. Okay, we got the login. That's all that matters. Let me get the other logins here really quickly. Because this is money. Want that money. Anything here? Wait, this expired? Got that. Yeah, these are gone. If you want a hat, you got 4 minutes, by the way. Or if you want to buy any of these wonderfully, I mean, that one actually kind of looks nice, the concert style. But, hell yeah. I wish. I think I might get Decidueye as my next Pokemon. Yeah, it's all going away in about 4 minutes. I mean, I like it. It looks nice. But I think I'm going to get Decidueye next. Tim was telling me, and I don't know where he got this information from, but Trevenant is the next Pokemon coming out, which is extremely interesting. Oh my god, you got the other new one, Hero. That's so lucky. Congratulations. Enjoy your lurk, man. You have a wonderful night. Thanks for it again. Good to see you, of course. Announced it. Oh, I didn't see that announcement. 20th. What the? Really? No! Are you... On my stream anniversary, they're going to release Trevenant? Fuck. No. Fascinating. Yeah, Gardevoir in a hat. No, those ones suck. those ones suck. The other ones are nicer. The mammoth swine with the hat. It's just... That's probably the best one because he's the largest guy with a tiny hat on top of his head. Hey, Corn Pops, thank you much for that follow. I recognize that name, and I'm so sorry. I know you from a stream. I just don't remember what stream I've seen your name from. Welcome in. Unless you're another Corn Pops that I've never met. Dustoar would actually be a really cool one. Dustoar could be like Stitches where you just like absorb somebody, because that's Dustoar's thing, is the mouth actually consumes people. That would be very fascinating. Risk of Rain. Oh my god, hi. Oh, Jesus. Right. No, I didn't meet you in a stream. You're my friend's friend. Right. Hi. Wait. No, wait. Which one's his brother? Is it Captain Crunch or Corn Pops? Shit. I'm so sorry, man. I'm really bad at names until I'm not. I know that sounds dumb. How would Chandelure play in your mind, Broken? That would be interesting. I'm not against it. I'm just curious how you would play Chandelure out. Because I would think of, like, Mystical Fire similar to, what's it called? Where it'd be, like, Mystical Fire where it's rotating around where it could, like, shoot from different angles of the flames. That would be cool. He'd have a gun. Kirby got a gun, Gamma. You're not allowed to give any of the characters in 2022 a gun, okay? Yeah. That's what I would imagine as well. Okay. Let me figure out this audio stuff really quickly. I just had to log in time. So, you did, Lopez. Hello, man. I'm not going to be live for extremely long. If you want to play at night, we can. I'm just trying to figure out what's... This might mess with stuff. I apologize. The Spirit Shackle not that strong right now? I thought it would be okay at the very least. Oh, that's my mic. It's coming through my mic. Wait a minute. Okay, that didn't work. That's weird. I don't know why that happened, but that was cool. I know why it happened. It's just I didn't expect it to be on the audio track with my mic. That would have been fucking hilarious. Just talking, but at the same time the music's playing. Oh, that's me. 7 years of streaming, by the way. 7 years. That's very bizarre why this is off kilter by just that little amount. I'm not quite sure what I could do about it. Other than turn it off. And reset. Okay, we'll reset again. Let's just get these rewards really quickly. Is it off-putting? If it's this, disconnected? 30 goals, ranked, win 5 quick battles, fucking quick battles. Those things maybe lose hair on on my holidays, I'll tell you that much. Quick battles. Actually, those look like pretty girthy, battle pass things. What's this? Oh, this is new. What the? Whoa! What is this? Actually, it doesn't feel that far off anymore, right? I think the legs improved. It's not terrible. It's not great. And I can hear it too. Hey, Lopez, thanks for the 17-month free subscription. It could be a fellow noob with Primate Gaming. Embrace the face, man. Yeah, I just rolled over. I don't know what this is. Possible exchanges? So you have to get notes. So you have to get music notes. Does that mean we gotta... No, that's the old ones. Melody collection. What the hell? Yeah, 800 coins, Chrono. I'm 100% in. Good to see you, man. Happy New Year. I apologize. I'll switch over. I'm just trying to fix the audio first. Yeah, Decidueye is hard to play in this meta because there's a lot of bursts. There's a lot of the all-rounders, and they kind of just wreck them. You have a lot of engage and go in. You don't have a lot of tank meta right now. In terms of like protecting something like a Decidueye to rail into people. You have to burst them down a lot harder and faster. Okay, so how do I do this? This one's not hard. How do I earn music? Oh! Oh, shoot. Sorry, I passed over it. Okay. I think I'm just gonna get 800 coins nonstop. I don't need cram. I don't need this. That's stupid. That's also bad. Oh, so I have to... Okay, so basically I'll need... Wait, what? Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. He might... Maybe he just needs a speed boost. Honestly. Wow, I can get 3 coins. Or I could just get 800. Because that costs 300 of these. 10 of these. Wait. Let me do the math here. Okay, hold on. So to go from 10 to 300 is 30. So 3 times 30. This is a terrible exchange. If you did this as much as you need to do to get this, you get 90 coins versus the 800 coins that you could do with this. You definitely go for getting the blue things and get 800. Like, literally, I'm not kidding you. Get 800 coins. Getting money. This is a... How long is this? 17 days? Farm this shit. Don't care about Crammer and Mr. Mime. Farm 800 coins. This is very rare that you get this much coin for the amount of work you're putting in. And I don't even know what you're doing for these. What do we have to do? Participate in 3 battles, participate in ranked battles, score 5 times, 60 points, 2 battles with different Pokemon. That's That's so easy. And how much is that? 45, 60, 75, 90? 90 day. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's do some math. That's a calendar. Why do I always confuse my calendar with my calculator? Okay, so 90 times... So let's do this. 90 times 17 is 1,530 notes. You need 300, which means you could get 5 redemptions of the 800. That means 4,000 gold is on the line, chat. 4,000 gold. If you play every day and win, like play 1 ranked match, play 3 games in total, and win with 2 different Pokemon. Wait, shit, really? Oh. You can make 800 gold, chat, in 4 days worth of grinding. That sucks. My opinion is completely altered. Thanks. Why does Tencent hate us? So what would I get after that? Christ almighty. Yeah, you gotta use facts and logic or some shit. Thanks, man. Thanks. I'm gonna make sure I buy this and not this. That'd be hilarious. Oh, God, this sucks then. Ugh. I guess getting this wouldn't be too terrible either if that's the case, if they're only 1 each. Gross. Thanks, mobile games. Admittedly, that's still not bad, though. I mean, that's easy to grind this up. That's very low energy, like low cost. Log in for 10 days, you get everything. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. Oh, you can also see I finally changed my profile after release. I put a Blastoise on my head. There you go. See, I like to keep it hip and happening and fresh. Expired. Expired. Rip. Holy shit, Tim. Yeah, that is very little. Okay. Let me see this again. Still testing. So it might be that thing again where it has to be plugged in to begin with in order for me not to have that lag. I don't know what fixed it before, though. Before it was perfectly fine. Did that help at all? That's so weird. Before it fixed itself and then it didn't. So I'm curious. I'm curious what changed. Other than me reinstalling. But I don't know what I did differently. It's just barely off. That's okay. They do partial. Nope. Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of the screen turning on. Oh, it's not showing for you. It's just freezing the screen for you. Well, these look like pretty good events in week 5 to get you some points, though. Tim, if you get the season stuff done, you'll get a good chunk of it. Didn't they already buff Spirit Shackle? Or they buff everything else? They buff Leaf Storm, the one that blows him back. This one didn't work, right? That's laggier. If I do this, was it the auto detect? Damn. Uh-oh. Let's play around with some settings, sorry. curious if I just take the Switch off and put it back on, if that would make it better. You know what? Let's do caveman strats. Here we go. Hi, how you doing? In before my Switch actually just explodes. Oh, that almost worked. I thought I had it. Although, not trying to. That'd be bad. That almost worked. Maybe because I got the green frosted tips again on my bald scalp. Great. Fully loaded? Damn it. Alright. I don't know. That's weird. That's so bizarre. Let's if I do this. Oh! Oh, God. Okay. Don't touch the flip button. This will be a donation incentive for sick kids to make me play vertically. And, you're gonna have to pay a lot of money. I haven't even moved. And I feel a little sick. I activated. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, it doesn't matter because the audio stutter's still not fixed. So, let's see if we can fix anything else. Fuck. Alright, give me a second. That's so bizarre. What did I do? I popped a gravity pill. Nope. I can show you the world. Just take the red pill. Damn it! It's actually getting worse. Why? Why are you getting worse? That's so strange. Alright. And re-enable it. Hold on. We're just trying to see if playing inverted is my future. Because if I play inverted and it fixes things, I guess we're just all going to have to get used to watching my show upside down. Or if it doesn't work, you don't have to worry about it. I'm pushing down now. Actually, that is slightly improving the lag. That's scary. Not because of it being upside down. It's almost there. Okay. Woo! Vertigo. What's the crossbar on this thing? Okay, let's not configure the crossbar. You're right. What the hell is... Oh, no, I'm looking at tech stuff. Ooh, output color range. Let's... Oh, what if we expand colors? What if we go analog audio? Actually, what? No, no, we want HDMI audio, not analog audio? Because it's an HDMI cable I used to. Let's not touch anything. Video standard. You know, PAL B sounds better than NTSC_M. I'm just saying. My professional opinion. Oh no, I can turn all the colors down on this. Look, it's dark mode. It's night mode in Unite. Let's just put that right back to where it was. Can we just fix that? Why can't I type numbers? Please type. No, oh no, I broke it. Hold on. I know to fix it. I got this. Oh shit, boss. Don't touch anything. Touch nothing. No, it's not the... Oh, actually, you know what? I'll try in the lobby. Usually it's everything gets hit. No. It's just, for some reason, we actually discovered that a lot of the drivers have a weird thing with, if they're not plugged in right away, they kind of stutter on load up, and we're still not sure why. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's a simple solution. You just start with it plugged in. I just lose a screen, so I have to know when we're playing Unite is all. Or I have to go offline. Actually, okay, give me one moment here. I'm just going to go offline, close OBS, reload it, and see if that works. I will be right back. Please don't go anywhere. You guys have been great today. I didn't even give you ads. See, I'm a rusted old streamer of 7 years. BRB.